Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Good to see everybody. You broke down and went. Okay, I thought actually I read because I'm dyslexic. I thought I read that you said you broke down on your way home. All right. So let's see who's here. Hello, Robert. Nice to see you. Muppet. Good to see you tonight. Jenny Lynn. Nice to see you as well. Let's see who is else here. Yes, double screen. Well, I don't want my face blown up all the way. Jesus, I don't want to do that to anybody. Patty's in bed. There we go. I'm going to put that one up. There we go. You broke down and broke down? I know, my truck's giving me problems too. Aquarium fish enthusiast, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you, brother. Let's see, who did I miss? Let me scroll up. Craig, how's it going down under? How's business? I always have to ask you that. Let's see, who else? Ricky, how you doing tonight? Good to see you, brother. Color Guppies, not sure if you're still here, but good to see you too. All right, there we go. I think I caught up. I pinned the link, but I'm going to paste it again. What do you mean my mouse full? Full of what? Let me make sure this thing's turned down, my stupid phone. Usually say I'm full of shit, but hey, what are you going to do? So how's everybody's weekend going? It was really hot here today. I had to do a truck outside, and it was sorry. I'm not even going to reread that one, Robert. I'm sure everybody can read that. Look, you threw me off. My match didn't even light. Craig can come up on stream anytime he wants. I want him to come on one day from work and show us what's going on there. Was it really beautiful weather? Because it was nice. Don't get me wrong. It was nice, but it was hot. It was, look, I keep doing this. I can't see through my glasses. My reading glasses, like Patty said. There we go. The problem was, the guy brings his truck, and we made magnetics for him. You know, the little magnets that you stick on the car. And he left them on for like 2 years with never taking them off. And those things just get sucked right into the paint. They just become part of the truck. So I had to kind of like scrape it all off out of the sun. And then he gave me a $5 tip at the end. And I'm like, dude, it's 100 degrees out on a Saturday. You didn't even give me enough for a freaking six-pack. But I didn't say nothing. I just took it. And so it's a solar minimum or whatever it is. Maybe the sun just thinks we're assholes. Casual Aquatics. Of course, brother. I'm always behind on comments and checking out people. I binge watch. Like tomorrow is my binge watch day. Yes, you're supposed to take those magnets off once in a while. Otherwise, they will stick to your truck, especially if you live in a hot area. Or they'll stick to your car. They'll become part of your car. What's up, bro? Good to see you, brother. How you doing? All right, let's see if I can finally light this stupid thing. It's a cigar. You'd think I'd step up my game and I'd get a real, I'd get like a Zippo lighter or something so I could look kind of classy when I'm doing it. I was going to put my hat on too, but I didn't. Whatever. Guess I have to let my hair grow out. Why, Muppet, do you have magnetics? If you do, you better just take them off, throw them on your refrigerator so they stay straight. And then you're going to want to make sure it's nice and waxed where they go. I've seen people ruin some pretty nice trucks with that. They'll just, especially a black truck, they'll just throw it on there and be like, yeah. Like, there's a reason they're magnetic. They're supposed to come off. I try to tell them, but, you know. So how's everybody doing? We're going to try to talk about fish tonight. We're going to give it a shot. We'll see how that goes. You know, I'm not looking to go down any other roads, but if it goes there, well, you know, what are we going to do? Is there anybody do any fishy things this weekend? I've been working. I haven't been able to do anything but top offs, and I did get to change a couple filters. Oh no, those little ones, and you love your dog forever? It won't be too bad. It won't be too bad. It's the big ones with the whole company name and all that. Those things really bind on there. But it will fade the paint underneath. But it's all right. Yeah, why wouldn't you? I would leave that. I love my dog forever. I would leave that on. You know? It's not like it's a dated bumper sticker. Ricky, you went fishing today? Like fishing. Oh yeah, I saw the picture. Actually, I think it was on Instagram. I saw the picture where you caught something. Of course it was a fish, but I don't know what kind of fish. We're trying to get this stupid boat ready to go in the water this year, at least a couple times to do some fishing. Yes, I am scrappy. You can't tell? I've been in a few altercations in my life. Omega 1 S, how are you doing tonight, Bert? Omega 1 brine freeze-dried shrimp cubes are pretty. All right. How do they taste? Are they good? Tastes like chicken? Oh, the little picture I have up right here. I'm going to blow it up. This here, you can't read it, but it's a new fish rescue, and they're doing a whole bunch of other things that are it's going to be opening in Rochester, and I think in August and September. I just met the guy on Facebook. I'm going to do a quick interview with him, but he's going to have things like llamas, and I think alpacas, and reptiles, and fish, and botany. It sounds pretty cool. So he just sent me the website before. I didn't even. The website's not even fully up there. They're still working on it, but I'll keep everybody updated on that. I'm gonna do an interview. I want to see the things he has. All right. Hey, Robert, everybody has to go. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm just glad I'm past the age where I have to I gotta head to a fish swap. I wish. Where are there? There's none around here. Tell me where there is one, Patty. I mean, I was reading Patty's other comment. But yeah, I would love to go to a fish swap. I've never been to one, actually. I've never been to one. So I would love to go to one. But I don't know. The problem is around Stanford, I'm trying to get something together. I'm trying to, I've met a few people that, they saw my fish bowl or my other videos that actually live in the area. And I'm at least trying to get a group of us together to all go to a store one day, or maybe store hop. We can start at the ones in Greenwich and we can end up at Fishbowl. Yeah, but I'm in New York all the time, so that's not a problem. I would just have to plan it. So I'm supposed to go back up to Boston too in the near future. I think it's I forget what it is. It's another restaurant that's opening in Boston. I have to do stuff. I would go to New York. No problem. Yeah, store hopping, it really is the shit. Especially you hit the two in Greenwich, and you hit House of Fins last. As across the street, they make this killer steak sandwich. It is a really good steak sandwich. They use the fillet or something. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's really good. Hold on, I'm losing something over here. I smashed my stupid foot again today, so I have ice on it. I've been smashing this foot for the last 6 months. Every time it gets better, I do something stupid. I drop something on it. I smash it. Oh, 5 stores in a 12-mile radius? Now you're talking. It's like instead of a bar crawl. I would like that. We got 3 here, and then it's slim pickings. And so you either got to head up. I mean, there's a couple stores, but they're. I went into one in Westport one day. I couldn't even believe it was a fish store. They had like 6 tanks in there. I think it was a front. I think it was a front for the mafia. And there's one in New Canaan too that I went to once, and yeah, it was all right. No, Adele, I do wear steel toe boots. The problem is where it hits me is above the toe. It's right on that spot where in between the ankle and the toe part, like right in that nice, like if you were a kicker in football, American football, not that, your weird soccer crap, but you kick it on that right here. It's like right here on this part, and I smash it, and then I got to put on a boot, and it rubs on it all day, which is great. Yeah, whatever. Well, I'm not one of the lucky ones that has insurance, so I'm just kind of hoping I can walk it off. Yeah. How long has this been on? The stream doesn't start on the phone. Oh, Patty, who knows? 16 minutes and 28 seconds. 16 minutes and 28 seconds. So, Ricky, when you went fishing, was the fishing good? Did you get a bunch of fish? Did you cook the fish afterward? Yeah, right? Where the hell do you live? Heaven? What does it matter, Patty? You had a couple more edibles or something? Those ones you showed looked really good. Yeah, that's exactly, Adele. That's exactly what I was thinking. Those are some good. That's if she's still feeling it. Well, hey, I would gonna send some of those our way. I stopped at the smoke shop on the way home, but we don't have anything good in there yet. I mean, you can get all the CBD stuff you want, but Cincinnati. Oh, dude, I love your radio station, WKRP. Johnny Fever was great. Another old one. I know I said it before, but Mr. Carlson from WKRP in Cincinnati was the one that molested Arnold's friend Dudley in that episode of Different Strokes that still freaks me out to this day. And the look on poor Dudley's dad's face. They deliver by me? Jeez. I love that. See, that's the only thing that's going good in the world, I think, is the fact that now we can get, what is a 101 kind of, no, I listen to the worst music ever. I listen to country rap, and sometimes I'll listen to Christian rap, or I listen to really heavy stuff like Mushroom Head and Killswitch Engaged and, that kind of stuff, but I don't want to be angry anymore, so I try to listen to I like the country stuff because they just, they don't take life too seriously. What is 101? Contemporary? Oh, I will rock out to some old school stuff like James Taylor or, you get in the mood, those old songs. Yeah, yes, there's such a thing called Christian rap, believe it or not. And believe it or not. The guy Big IG from he's the Spanish dude from, he's been in a bunch of the Fast and Furious. He actually does Christian rap. No, it's not Christian music, it's Christian rap, all right? I don't know. I guess the big guy is Lecrae, but yes, Jesus Christ, that's what they rap about. The big guy is Lecrae, but then again, everybody thinks Lecrae sold out to the devil, so. Listen, Patty, I was an atheist for, 46, 47 years. I did my thing. I found Jesus. Jesus over here now. Okay? So I found Jesus. And I still think I'm the one Christian that Jesus is going to be like, nah, dude. Come on. What are you doing? No, dude. This is Christian rap, right? They're like, I'd put it on, but I keep getting all my streams taken down because I just won't listen. So no, it's like rap, but it's about Jesus. It's the best way I can put it. And some of them are pretty good. I mean, I actually put a couple bucks into it. It's not that bad. I'm trying to remember a couple names right now, but they're escaping me. Hey, what do you want from me? What do you listen to, Adele? What do you listen to? What is that band? What are the bands from Australia? Are those the ones? Hey, I like it. Calms me down. You know? I like that. Yeah, I like other things. I like P-Funk. You know, things like that. Old school. I was jamming Beastie Boys at the shop the other day. It's a nice old school Beastie Boys. Go ahead. Trash the Beastie Boys now. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. That's what bothered me. Actually, I kind of liked it in the new Star Trek where they played the Beastie Boys song. Not in the last one where they went back to it again. The first time they did it. Zeppelin? I don't like singers that sing like that. Oh, Disturbed. I met Disturbed once. I met them in New York City. They were walking across the street. I don't know who Tom McDonald is. And I don't know what FFDP is, but it looks like it's fist fuck double penetration, but I don't think that's the name of a band. Listen, kids, don't look it up. ZZ Top? ZZ Top's alright. They're alright. If I was going to go classic rock like that, I would definitely go Skynyrd. I'd go Skynyrd above Zeppelin. How about that? I don't know. There's very few that have a big catalog. Like I like a couple songs by a couple bands, but I don't like. All right, I like 3 songs by Boston. And no value. I've seen Robert Plant's Bulge, and I got to be honest, I wasn't intimidated at all. All right. Oh, Tom McDonald's in the same kind of league as Eminem, but he raps about real shit. So that's what we call. Oh, up here, our guy is Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch. That's the new. He does country. He does like rock, and he also does a lot of rap. But that's the guy up here. Our guy is Upchurch. Yeah, Eminem is, come on. Those days are over, dude. Those days are over. When he came out, it was like, whoa, what is this? But now, eh. All right. He shits on Upchurch? Oh, I hope Upchurch does a diss track on him. I would like to see that. Let him battle. I just don't. Everybody shits on Upchurch because Upchurch has over 1 billion views. Everybody's clout chasing when they go out to Upchurch right now. Go Google Upchurch and see how many followers and how many interactions he's got. Then Google Mr. McDonald over there, and I guarantee you it's not even close. Everybody's running out to Upchurch now. Yeah, the Battle of the MCs. Well, except for Jam Master Jay, because he had that unfortunate incident in the studio, which I heard 50 Cent had something to do with, but I'm not saying nothing. You lost your favorite jacket in an Eminem concert? See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Whatever that means. But you actually went to an Eminem concert. Nice. I mean, I would go see it. The only rap band I've ever seen live was I saw Public Enemy, the original Public Enemy, without Griff, at River Raid up in Boston. Tom has 2.2 what subs? Well, go look it up, Church. Go look it up, Church. Trust me, he's clout chasing. No offense. But he's clout chasing. Hold on, I don't want to do it. I got you. Let me see. Now I gotta look. Where? Is that on YouTube? Alright, let me see. Come on. YouTube is so slow sometimes. Let me see. 2.1 million? That's not bad. I would. Shit. Who do I got to sleep with to get 2.1 million people following me? All right. What are you talking? You only has 240,000. What are you looking at? You're probably not even looking at the real Upchurch. The Ryan Upchurch. I'm looking right now. You're out of your mind. Look, now I won't even type. Oh, come on, you stupid computer. No, that's not. You must be looking at some other Upchurch thing, I'd say. Yeah, I'll just. No, not. It's just got to be Upchurch. You can't have one of his with his collaborations or all that because he works with everybody. Let's see. We'll just really. I'll click it. All right. Now I'll click on. We'll just click on a video to see. It should tell me how many subscribers he's got because I got TubeBuddy. Does anybody have TubeBuddy that does YouTube? I mean, look, they're gonna get me. I gotta pause it real quick. All right, now I'll see. Okay, it paused. I'll give that a minute to do it. Yet. All right, hold on. Now, let me look, because I have TubeBuddy. I think it's more accurate. Even though it's taking a month, I don't understand it. Fucking up on Google. All right, we're gonna stop that. Okay, okay. Look at me. I'm like Mr. Spock with this computer stuff now. All right. Yeah, 2.44 million subscribers, 1.35 billion views. What's your guy's name? Okay. How many views? How many views does your guy have? Does he have over 1 billion views? Well, they should do a rap battle then. Matter of fact, next time I'm checking out Upchurch, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna say a rap battle with your guy. What's his name? Ronald McDonald? I'm joking, get it. Tom McDonald. What is it? He's got to change his name now. So I don't know how to spell. Atkins, how you doing, Ian? Oh, of course, brother. No problem. I did take your advice, too. Because I really wanted that fish. What are you distracting me about? What? I'm just trying to get... I know, I'm looking him up right now. Oh, this guy. You know what? He looks like Eminem fucked... what's his name? Busey. His son. And they had a child. All right, I get it. I see what he's doing. Let me see. Hold on. Now I gotta click. Now I gotta click on his thing now. Yeah, we'll see this one. It should tell me how many. All right, he's doing pretty good. I'll give him that much. How come we never heard of him here though? Does he have an Australian accent when he raps? Look, now I'm in a mess. Oh God! Now I'm gonna get in trouble and I can't stop it. I gotta turn it off. I'm gonna get in trouble. Patty, trust me, I've been trying my whole life to make it bigger, all right? There's only so many things you can do. Now we started playing a song. Oh, the puffer fish he's really cute, but he's mean. They're all mean. Puffers are mean. All right, let's just. I mean, they will get along. They'll do that, but eventually, nah. Eventually, they turn on Mr. T and Rocky. Hey, Balboa. You can never get away with that now. I will. It was. I just brought it back to Fish Ricky. Adele did it to me. She distracted me with this other guy. Now I got to go listen to his music. But if I play it on here, they're gonna yell at me again. I'm tired of YouTube yelling at me. They're always disciplining me. It's like my kids. That's what my kids do is yell at me. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. They're screaming at me about all the things I didn't do. I went up into their room yesterday to clean the vents in the air conditioner, and I looked under their bed. They must have 7,000 water bottles under their bed. Just 7,000, just all water bottles. Like, what are you doing? What are you trying to make a pontoon? It's a bed. Clean. I had to go buy a bag tomorrow. That we have to carry them out to the dumpster. What is my favorite fish? That's a tough one. I mean, I really love my arowanas, but eventually you got to give them up because they get too big. Like, I got a video coming out. I'm gonna have to rehome this this arowana I got in the back. Luckily, he's fine for now. You'll see in the video. But my favorite fish are puffers. Mike Fish, how you doing, brother? No, there's no late here. There's no late. This is a casual. This is like, hey, we're all at the bar. Well, at least I'm at the bar. Is anybody drinking anything tonight? I'm drinking iced tea and vodka again. My favorite fish that I own is my Star Spangled Puffer. Or Stars and Stripes Puffer, sorry. I always say Star Spangled because I think of Captain America. Because he's just right here. He's right under my TV, so I'm always like looking at him constantly, and he just keeps looking at me. I have two of them, actually. I have the one at work, too. My girlfriend is going to turn her 36 bolt run into a blue... Ooh, those are nice. Those are nice. Listen, the blue spot puffer, they are a little more delicate than like the ones in the dogface family. The dogface puffers, the Stars and Stripes puffers, they're beast. The blue spots or the Valentini, or they're a little more on the ballerina side of the equation. Water and pizza? All right. Pizza sounds good, though. What kind of pizza? Plain? You got toppings on it? Does anybody eat anchovies on their pizza? Every once in a while, I don't mind a little bit of salt. I went to the transfer station today to drop off a bunch of branches. Oh, that's what they call the dump now, a transfer station? Well, that's my question. What do they mean by that? Where are they transferring all the junk to? And what do you mean a bunch of branches? You can't just burn them? When is the fish room tour dropping? That is a good question. I got about 3 videos already filmed, and I got to throw the voiceovers into that, but I definitely want to do a fish room tour. Tomorrow I got to clean all the glass. So the insides and the outside of the glass. Otherwise, yeah, I'm ready to go with that. Unfortunately, I can't even walk around today because I smashed my stupid foot again. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm rubbing my dumb foot while nobody's looking. I have ice on the floor and I'm standing on it. Plus has anybody ever tried wheatgrass? It's not for fish. It's for like if you have a burn or you have you have any kind of skin problems or like that. I ordered a wheatgrass thing because it's supposed to help because I'm tired of the boot rubbing on the same stupid spot. She wants a dog paste puffer too, and it stars in a porcupine. Yes. Oh, a Mabu puffer. I would love one of those. I have to get rid of my bed though. And everybody wants puffers. How can you? Puffers are like dogs. When you look at them, you're like, how can I not have this? How do I not want this? right now. That it took me so. I swear to God, I should have. I really do need to bring a taser when I go. That dragon pupper, I wanted the dragon pupper so bad. And I know all he's going to do is just sit there and he's going to lay on the bottom of the thing, wait for me to feed him. But I just, puppers to me are basically almost a whole different type of fish. Just the way they are, the way they protect themselves, the way that they're poisonous, they're not venomous. You know, they're so cool. But I like weird fish like that. Like, I would like to get some, like, vampire tetras or... Yeah, listen, just, you live in a pupper-free zone down there, Craig. I don't understand. And besides, you know, pupper, puff, it goes with it. It just matches. I'm telling you, if we weren't doing so many military exercises, I would definitely have a Russian submarine by now. You should have gotten the Dragon Pupper. No, because then I need another tank for him. Oh, you have one? Uh, what do you have him in with? By himself? Sand substrate? Don't ever tell me I should have got him, because I'll go back tomorrow and see if he's there. I haven't been there in a little while. Which is because my daughter needed $208 shoes. Burning was my plan, but a bunch of trees have grown over and close to my fire pit. I'm told it's not the wisest move. You're not going to burn your trees with that. You got to do like we used to do. You got to get that big metal 55-gallon bucket, and you just throw it all in there, and then you stand out, and you just have a sign. This is change, spare change. Nah, I guess you should be safe nowadays. I don't know. I don't always make the best decisions like that. Like the time I brought all my, after my, right as soon as my divorce was over, I brought all my my wedding pictures in the frames with the glass and everything, and made a nice little pyramid in the back of my shop in the parking lot. And I just poured lacquer thinner all over them and lit them on fire while we all drank beer and stood around. It was very cathartic. It was food for the soul. Your fire pit is on the edge of the forest. Which forest? Like, what do you mean by forest? Like, is Little John there? And Robin Hood? Ricky, listen, all right? It's very judgmental, Ricky. Who's to say I don't? You know, I saw in my messages today somewhere that I think I won a mini fish tank somewhere today. Somebody sent me a message about, but I have to, like, tomorrow as I'm catching up on all my comments and everybody's videos, I will try to find that, because if I did win a tank, I would like that. Like, I don't know. No, I don't need any more fish tanks, but upstate in Sullivan County, write it down. Just send me the GPS coordinates. Roundhouse, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Let me do this thing. Sullivan County. I don't even know where that is. We were not allowed to have fire pits here. We're not allowed. So what I did is I went and I got a charcoal grill. And I throw a log in the charcoal grill with a little bit of charcoal, and I light it up. And what are they going to say? It's a fucking grill, you dopes. All right, there you go. Just get a charcoal grill and tell them it's not a fire pit. It does the same thing if you leave the top off it. You got rocks bigger than me? Do you? Get a what? And you need a longer hose so it reaches across your yard for some reason. Listen, all right? With all these double entendres tonight, I don't know. All right, maybe I'm taking it the wrong way. Short hose, bigger rocks. I don't know. All right. Look, I'm a grower, not a shower. But back to fish. Let's turn the car, turn it back to fish. Is anybody planning on doing anything? Did anybody get any new fish? New aquariums, anything like that? Because I'm always, and Craig's sorry to hear about that. That's a good one. Get a coupler? Yeah, those work. Wait, I didn't get the chimney joke. Oh, what? Yeah, I still don't know what Patty was saying right there. Get a what? A chimera? What is that? Isn't that a human something hybrid? Ricky says you can't burn anything right now. What do when you get to, how do you know? Did they tell you, okay, now you can burn something? Or did just, did they just come up to you and go, don't burn anything? All right, let's see. S almost bought a Pistos today, but you restrained. Yeah, dude, the restraining part, it's really hard to turn down fish sometimes. It's really hard. Especially like if you haven't seen them in a while or something, or they give me that look, they're like, how you doing? Those are, it's really hard to do. Oh God, the last thing was baby, I'm going to say limas, limias. What are those? What is a baby limia? Craig you got a waru? A big boy? Yeah, what are those? The poor man's piranha, right? Oh, it's a chimney like fire pit. I got you. Patty's still not helping. A chimney? Okay, I got it. No, that's even worse. God forbid I had a chimney coming off of the damn thing. It's too dry here, and they said we can't right now. A Waru, like Waru Joey. That was Joey DIY's first thing. He's Waru Joey still. They call me, oh yeah, the poor man's discus. Exactly, 100%. Pacu or the poor man's piranha. You got me, Craig. 100%. You're right. How big is it? We're really obsessed with size in this one tonight. Jesus. It's like my ex-wife. It just jokes. It just jokes. Come on. I have two types. The humpback, which I've had for over a year, and the low boy. I love those low boys. The low boy tanks are awesome to me. And the new ones, black bellies, they are live bear fish like a molly or a swordtail. Okay. Oh, and the low boy too. I like those. As big as your hand. Well, Craig, no offense, but we don't know how big your hands are. You could have really tiny hands. You could have freakishly small T-Rex hands. We don't know. Or you could have big Shaquille O'Neal hands. God bless you if you do. Please, I don't care about that guy. I'm glad everyone else can't stand him now, too. I don't feel alone anymore. I don't have a problem with Joey. I really don't. He's just a dude. He's just a dude, you know?
Oh, hello.
What's up, brother? How you doing? Hold on, good. No, I don't have to be off. There we go. How you doing?
Nothing much.
Hold
You?
on. Muppet says, Craig says Patty. I never liked him either. Let's see. I was with you before. I never watched the videos of his because I couldn't stand him from the get.
Oh, who?
Wait, I kind of do know what happened. I kind of do. But, all right, Patty, what happened? Tell me what happened. I thought wasn't. I know he had a problem with OFR, and then I know he was on the history guys, the history of Aquarium channel. I'm probably not saying it right. But you're 6'3". All right. I didn't know you were that tall, brother. To be honest, Jesus, you looked a lot shorter on the radio. But Christ, that's Australian though. That's probably in millimeters or something, right? Oh my God! Wait, what happened to your eye?
Oh, older brother.
Intentionally or by accident?
Intentional.
Nice. All right.
I mean, it was a fight. I wouldn't say I lost. I would say I won, to be honest.
Hold on one second. We're just. What video is back up? Right. So I heard Joey called. What was it? Joey called. He called out history, and he was proven wrong, and he got all pissy about it. That's what I heard. Is
Joey
that what
from
we're
the
talking
DIY.
about? Yeah. Ricky doesn't like him.
I feel like he's good.
Listen, he's the first dude. He's probably he is the first dude I watched on YouTube. I'll be honest. And I seen the dude go. I just stepped back and look at it. I seen him. I mean, I've got out 100 and something videos, and wow, the amount of work that was. And then the amount of videos he has out, the amount of work that he had to put into that. I mean, regardless of what anybody, you like him or not, he is a pioneer. He is a pioneer. Like Columbus was a pioneer too, and a lot of people got problems with him too. So, he's a total phony, and his smile is annoying.
Wait, are we bashing King of DIY right now?
No, everybody in the chat's bashing him. I'm just reading what they're saying.
I think he's pretty good. I don't know why is everyone's.
Well, there was a kerfuffle. It was a kerfuffle where he was on one of our friends, I guess everyone's friends live stream, and he tried to call the guy out, and he actually turned out to be proven wrong, and then he got pissy from what I heard, but I haven't watched the video yet. Is he Joey was being his typical narcissistic self, then had a narcissistic break and acted a fool. I gotta be honest, I think that's just like, maybe I don't want to say anything because I can see myself doing something stupid. Like, okay. I can see myself doing something else stupid because I've already set the precedent, I mean, I don't know. Look, it's fun to throw stones. I understand that. Trust me. You have no idea how much I hold myself back because before I started this YouTube channel, all I would do is make fun of everything. All right, there's nothing I wouldn't make fun of. Okay, nothing. Look, my favorite line from Forrest Gump is "Jenny got the AIDS," right? So I'm good to go. But I gotta be honest. I'd like to meet him. I wish he would come on his stream right now. I'd love to talk to that dude. I would have fun. Hey, look, I know he pounds a couple beers now and then. I think he tokes a little. He's just a normal dude with all. Like, guys, we're all jerks.
He's just a normal dude with his own mind, his own thoughts. That's probably what happened. Was he was like thinking about something and he decided.
Okay, hold on. Robert says something I gotta get to in a minute. That's right, Muppet. He's also a douchebag. Okay, that's your opinion. This is America. You're allowed to have that opinion. Roundhouse says, "Hell yeah, I don't live in no glass house. It's a brick house." I wish I could play the song right now. Mighty, mighty, letting it all hang out. Go watch the last 20 minutes. Should I put it on here? Should we all watch it together right now and just have a trash? Really? Hold on, I got to think about that.
Well, not
Robert,
trash, but we should talk. But we should put it on.
Listen, trust me, it's not going to be good. All right? I could already tell what's going on in the chat. It's not going to be good. All right? He's going to wake up, think somebody's got a voodoo doll of him. All right? I did use his face in one of my videos, though, when I built my stand. When I did my aluminum stand, I was like, he can't do this. But I meant it as a, you know.
It's a joke.
It's a yeah, you know, humorous. I'm not, I don't know. I guess I don't take anything that. Robert, when you gotta say she's good looking, do you mean the wife? I'm just asking. You gotta clarify. Yeah, the stream will be shut down. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. There's a reason you date a child. Hold on. Yeah, well, I've had a bunch of them shut down. Go back and look; they're gone. All right, there's a reason you date a child when you're an insecure man. I don't know how old his wife is. I thought him and his wife have been together for a long time. He's got a girl. Wow, his wife. Okay, yeah, Robert. I mean, I thought he had a wife. What? He got a divorce?
Or he's playing both sides.
What, he likes men too? Jesus, I didn't know that. Jesus. I mean, yeah, hey, go more power to them. They can get married and everything now.
It's 2021, you know.
It happened to Griffin right in the middle of the stream. Are you kidding?
He got divorced. All right.
He did. Oh, okay. Did not know that.
Didn't he? Wait, isn't he like moving like his like fish gallery to like somewhere else?
Mm-hmm. He's closing down the fish gallery, and he's opening up this giant 5,000 or whatever square foot place to open to the public and stuff like that.
That's gonna be cool.
You know, he's kind of doing what Dustin's Fish Tanks did, basically.
I haven't watched him.
Oh, you should watch Dustin. The way, dude, just to learn from that dude. He started out with nothing, and now he's opening. He's got the greenhouse set up that he built himself. He got his own. Just as a business, dude. That dude is sharp. He's really sharp, and I see his plants all over the place. Yeah. He does. He sells plants. He does a lot of plants.
Does he have 148K subscribers?
Yeah, he's big. I've talked to him a few times. Really nice guy.
I feel like every like fish person that's like actually like reasonable is pretty nice, you know.
Well,
a lot of them.
Sometimes
there's some.
Behind the scenes, you get a little bit of stuff. Dustin's yelling kills. Yeah, but that's his thing, man. He's got the woo. He's very feng shui. I'm not a feng shui kind of guy. I'm more like just you hear me? I'm like you said, I'm Bender, but I do for what he did to get the property to get turned down on the first first greenhouse, and then do greenhouse 2.0 and deal with the lady. Look, anybody that does a Bill Burr reference, I'm down with. I got no problem with that. You know, when you're trying to do YouTube, it's good to look and see all these other people. Everybody has a different style, you know? Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, we should go over, like, people's styles, you know? That's
there's the hyper guys. The guys that are all energy. I can't do that. I can't, because like, I come off
I would get so bored.
No, not just that. I look like an idiot. Everybody go, what's wrong with you? How many coffees did you have today, stupid?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you hate to hear what people say about you? No, I love it. Yeah, he does. Oh, that is good. He does remind me of the Slap Chop guy. Now, Patty says, I'm sorry, but she seems stupid. Well, yeah, it's all right, Patty. You can pile on. So he can come up here and defend himself if he wants to. I wish he would. I would be very happy to do that.
I will DM him. You know.
You can. Yeah, he'll get right on that.
Yep.
He'll get right on that. Look, when guys get divorced, that's what they look for. When I got divorced, I didn't want to have a conversation with somebody, all right? Because they just spent how many years having negative, awful conversations. If I could have, I wish I could have just unplugged her and put her in the corner for the night. All right, it's like it's enough. You just want a break. But I don't know about bringing it around the. Did I drink paint thinner as a kid? No. We didn't drink it. There used to be a guy in the shop that used to snip it. No, he used to take the denatured alcohol. We used to call it Momo, which because he was from, he used to just, you couldn't understand what he was saying. He had more teeth than me, but you couldn't understand what he Momo. So we called him Momo. He was this older dude. We'd catch him in the back of the shop, pouring denatured alcohol in a cup.
It's gonna be funny, dude.
And is that the brother that punched you? Okay. Was he a witness? No? Did he laugh when he saw your eye? At least? Would you fart?
Do it again. Let's do it again. It should be funny. What? Do it.
Sundays. I remember that. Sunday. What was the other one? Where they used to have the concerts and they used to play them up. Delsner, Graf, and Rafina present ZZ Top, Molly Hatchet.
Hit him one more time. Just do it one more time. Just do it. And try to get a big cloud.
I saw something. I was just gonna call back Weaves. What is that?
What?
Where are your parents? They're away?
Where are my parents?
Yeah.
My mom's not home and my dad's upstairs. That's not me doing it though. That's not me. It's that kid. That kid.
That's his name. Now I'm gonna look it up. All right, so I did not know all that about. Now I'm gonna have to watch that video and see what it. But natural gas.
It's not no natural gas. I can tell you that as he's walking away.
It's medicine. It's my medicine.
It is an anxiety pen. Yep.
Oh, yeah. I know.
No, it's not. It's not. It was.
Why don't you make the big cloud, wussy? That's what I see right here. Called out.
It's because he doesn't have he just has like the normal one. Like he doesn't have a Mach 2. I've done my research.
Have you? Yeah, well, you should. You get a doctorate in that nowadays.
Well, it's like you're just gonna sit and do it, but then if you don't know what you're getting like yourself into, you know,
that was the best. Listen, back when I was a kid, people would just hand you shit and you would just take it. You didn't even fucking ask what it was. It's like, I mean, what is this?
Gotta be smarter like nowadays because like.
Well, no, there's stuff that will actually kill you, like BJ Cooper was saying how they basically they killed his brother with a fentanyl laced friggin' blunt.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up.
Yeah, he was. Dude, I feel so bad for that dude. I definitely like that dude. Yeah, I consider him a good friend of mine. And when he told that story, I was like, he told it to me before. And
yeah,
I was like, do you mind if I bring it up? Because I don't know. I don't know how I would deal with that.
What's a core? Like a pod?
What he did after the video is icing on the cake. Okay, now I gotta know. What did he do after the video? What did he do? It wasn't like D.D. Sorvino calling me an asshole and a dick because I didn't like Star Wars. I swear to God, Big Paulie from Goodfellas he said he was gonna whack me. I gotta isolate that. I'm working on it, Patty. Takes a while to edit. But do you know how great it is to have Big Paulie from Goodfellas? Not only is he gonna whack me, but he's gonna do it with a phaser. Which was great. God, I hear my kids moving around. I got on Popeye's chicken. I thought that would calm him down. I don't calm him down. I got the fish sandwich actually, which is ironic. Yeah, hey, let me ask. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. Echo.
Okay. I'll never be a YouTuber. I don't have facial hair or smoke. Well, I don't. This is not facial hair. No, because
You
I
don't need
can't
a
grow a
s-
beard. I can't grow a beard. It's not gonna happen.
Wait.
Or
So
maybe
he said he won't do. So he said that he will never be a YouTuber because he doesn't have facial hair and
yeah,
doesn't smoke.
Craig is a ball buster. Okay. Craig likes to bust balls. All right.
Okay. I was I was a little bit confused. I was like, what?
He also deals with the dead people in a funeral home all day. So cut a little
Oh.
slack in
Dead
Australia.
people are fun. They don't talk back.
You don't know that. Some of them might.
That's so
That's when you
messed
gotta
up.
run. That's when you gotta run. I seen zombie movies. I don't like the fast zombies. I like the slow zombies like we used to have. Those fast zombies freak me out. Like there's a zombie that can run faster than me. I can't
Like
run.
screw that.
What am I running to?
Yeah. When did the zombie turn you into a leopard or a cheetah or something?
Yeah, they can climb buildings now. They jump
Yeah.
through stuff. No. Well, because they know now they say it's a virus. That's what they say. That's what
Oh,
We're talking-
it's
Like-
the China virus.
Yeah, but we made that. Come on. We just let them hang on to it for a little while. Hey, trust me. Every intellectual property that country has, they stole from us, including that. Well, we gave it to them. I don't want to.
Oh,
Let's give
like the
patent.
coil.
Those industrious little fellows over there.
Yes. Yes.
Hello,
But what's
industrious
weird
little
is-
fellows.
Do you know that the people in South Korea are like 6 inches taller than the people in North Korea because of the malnutrition that goes on over there? Like they're the same people.
Yeah, well,
It's
by
like-
now, would you be having like inbreeding situations by now?
That happens anyway. How do you think they got billions of them, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just saying there's such a small population, for the compared to the United States or Russia or something. They're just in that little dinky space. So
Oh my
obviously,
God, hold on. We got to read this one.
He
He
messaged.
messaged. Go ahead, you can read it.
Uh,
If you
he
want to.
messaged. He messaged Alex an absurd amount of times, begging and threatening him to not upload the video, then put the copyright claim on Alex and tried to get his channel shut down so the video wouldn't show.
can't we just all live in peace and harmony like the Smurfs?
I don't. Did the Smurfs really live? I mean,
I mean, they were
I
getting
don't know.
chased by
Let's look into
Gargamel.
that.
Man, no. When they were in their little la 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 la, that's all they fucking did.
Dude, there was only one girl. Two, there was a fight coming eventually.
Like
I
that would
just never
suck.
got to see it. There was
One girl?
one girl. And
That
she
would
wasn't
suck.
even real. Gargamel made her. Right? Unless they were, unless they were playing a lot of village people that we didn't know about. Wow, he really did that? So I did
Who
not
says
know
they
that.
were? Who says they were a binary, like a male and female species?
Nature? Nature?
Frogs can do it.
Look, I've never thought about having sex with a frog.
Oh no, I remember
What
reading
the-
an article that a frog
Okay.
impregnated itself. And
Okay.
laid
there
egg
are-
poles.
There are species that do that.
Yeah.
What live stream am I on?
We're talking about fish now. We're talking
Man,
about
This ain't a
nature.
fish. This is a frog.
It's still a living animal.
I think
That's true.
crayfish can do that too. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
have
shit,
to
we were
watch
just
the video
talking about
now.
a fictional cartoon Smurf.
Yeah.
You're gonna bitch about a frog?
Wow. See, I did not know that. So he tried to actually get a copyright claim. Yeah, I wonder. Did he actually try to get a strike, or did he just get the claim?
And,
But
and
you
this
still-
was
you
over
can-
just him. This is over someone being proved wrong.
Or I guess maybe the fact that he didn't look good.
I should say question mark.
Maybe his smile was off.
Oh, you know what? People are getting fired for giving nasty, looking at people the wrong way. It might be.
Dude,
Might be.
I got into such an argument with this kid at work this week. This This 6'4" monster. I got into such an argument because of the way he talked back to me about something. My boss was standing right there. Well, I can't say any of it here. They'll just get rid of this whole thing. But I was just, wow, did I lose my crap on this kid? Whatever. I'm just saying. It's just, oh wow. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's got me all fired up again.
Is RB still here? Right. Never mind. Sorry.
Let's see.
Yeah,
It's
but
all right.
as fraudulent use of copyright system does not matter at all on YouTube.
Basically, what happened was Joey was wrong or got offended and asked for the video to be taken down. Then after he copyright claimed the video to get it down, he claimed he didn't. It was live. He didn't know it was live afterward. Well, dude. All
Well,
right,
come on. How do you not know it's live?
Hold
Every time you're
Listen.
looking at a camera and talking, you know there's a
Dude.
chance you could be live.
Yeah.
It
So
doesn't have to just
that's not an
It
excuse
doesn't
in
have
my
to just
mind.
be talking, brother. You know,
Don't say
you can be
something to
doing
a
other
camera
things
if you're
too.
not willing to share
No,
it.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna debunk that right now because just from my limited knowledge of the situation, I remember seeing the promo for it where it said Joey's gonna be on his live stream. Right? There was a promo for it. I got the I saw it in the notifications. Right? So no, that doesn't fly with me, that part. Oh, look, there are plenty of times I've said quite a few embarrassing things that I wish, weren't there sometimes. But he was interacting with chat because it happens on Alex's channel. You can't yeah, you can't. It's on the other guy's channel. Wow, that's weird. That's weird. I mean, how bad did he look? Did he do a Kramer? I mean, was he out there doing a Kramer?
I'm a little
I mean,
teapot.
was he Alex
Oh,
Baldwin beating up the guy in the middle of the street? Was he doing a Sean Penn?
Did he pull a
Chasing the guy trying to
CNN?
kick him? Yeah. What did he
Did
do?
Did he get caught whacking off?
No, that's a Louis C.K. That's what that's called.
No, CNN did that too. The news anchor from CNN.
Yeah, but nobody watches that.
Well, I know, but it was all. I mean, he was on a live meeting stream and he got caught masturbating.
Really?
And sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Okay, but at
You
least
know?
turn the camera off.
Yeah, I agree. History of Aquarium. I like that dude. I think I'm
Wait.
friends with him. I would like to say
He
I'm
was-
friends with him.
He was caught as he was on like a live stream or like on camera.
Mm-hmm.
That is very.
He lost his shit. Like he lost his shit.
I
Like
said, well, no, not the fish guy, CNN guy, the CNN anchor got caught on a live
Yeah.
stream.
Mhm.
Who's on a live stream and doing that stuff? Like, go do it.
CNN
somewhere
anchors,
Dude,
else.
do you see
CNN
these
anchors.
people?
Bill
Do you see
Clinton.
these people now that go to court and they're doing a live stream court and they put down crazy names at the bottom while they're going to court? Like vulgar, like really like I can't say what the guy called himself, but and he goes to court and it says it, and the judge has to read it and then they get all mad at him.
So I heard about a case that just happened. They went through the court case, and the guy was found guilty. He paid the fine, and he wrote the judge a letter, pretty much calling him a hypocrite and da 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 da. The judge charged him with a crime and had another judge sentence him for 60 days and 6 months probation. This just happened.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
Nice
think that's
little
what I just
violation.
All right. S says no. The topic that made them argue was Aquarium Day. Right, Ian. Goddamn Aquarium Day.
There's
I
an
knew
Aquarium
it.
Day?
Who knew?
I'm
Who
looking
even
this up.
knew?
There's a
I am
day
looking
for
this up right
everything.
now.
You know,
I'm
there's
sure if you look
no-
hard
no,
enough, there's a
not.
wipe your butt with toilet paper day.
Mm.
Yeah, most likely.
Breathe
What?
today day.
Day is wipe.
Ricky,
But-
Ricky, we're
Looking this
talking
up.
about CNN and people jacking it
Uh,
live streams, but we're also talking about how Joey DIY. I guess there was a kerfuffle when he was on the history of Aquarium Channel, and he wanted it deleted, and I guess it became a whole big thing, and now I want to know what Aquarium Day is. How did I not make a video on about Aquarium Day? I didn't even put up a little post that said Happy Aquarium Day, everybody.
Oh, so the wiping butt day is November 6th. I actually looked it up.
There's really a wiping butt day? Seriously?
Yes, there is. Yes,
Are you
there
honest
is.
to God shit me seriously?
Yes, I am dead serious. Look it up. No, Vinny, you put it up.
Mm-mm. Oh, God forbid there's a picture.
I made that
God
shit up
forbid-
too.
I know.
God forbid there's a picture. No, I don't
Nope,
think Joey.
there's no picture.
Robert, I don't think anybody jacked Joey. I think it's the other way around. Which I don't know. I'm surprised about that. Cause if you're a guy that big, you really, you kind of should know what you're getting into, right? This guy was not an anchor, so Rockford likes to talk shit.
Well,
Just
like
for the
I watch
record, Patty
CNN. All I know is he's like a news guy for CNN.
You cried when Don Lemon quit, right?
So in elementary, so
me?
6th grade.
Who's Don Lemon?
What?
You don't know who Don Lemon is?
What's going
Well,
on?
then don't worry about it. It's just some guy
I
from
won't.
CNN that I guess quit. All right,
I'm
Patty,
picturing
relax.
Donahue in my head.
No, it's Don Lemon. It's the brother that says all the problems.
Oh, that's
Listen,
this fucking idiot.
yeah,
Okay.
listen, look, I'm turning the wheel now. I'm gonna turn the wheel. So, Colin, besides having a black eye, and how did
Got
that
knocked
happen?
the hell out.
Let's know that story. How did that?
Yeah, what
was
did
the
you
older
do?
Brother?
All right. So what
Whose
happened?
Cheerios did you piss in?
All right. So what happened was, he was like screaming at my little sister. So I said, "Stop."
How old's your little sister?
Well, she's not really little. She's like 10.
It's
Okay,
little
so
enough.
the
And
annoying
he's
age.
16. He's 16. But he was like screaming at her and obnoxiously amount. So I say, "Stop it." And then he came up to me like he was gonna do something. So I pushed him off me because he was like this far away from my face, and I pushed him off me. And then he attacks me. So I punched him 3 times in the face and then knee him in his braces. And then he got pissed and he threw me to the ground and then he punched me twice in the face. The same spot.
Yeah, well, that's what you get.
Is that the brother I've seen before?
That is
Okay.
that was him. I just didn't want to say anything since he was right there.
You should have gone for the groin, man.
I hit his
Take his ass
braces.
down.
I did this and then I kneed his mouth, his braces into my knee. So yes, I kneed it.
You get a frying pan and
Right, man.
That's a little too much,
Okay,
buddy.
wait,
Listen.
oh man, I still love that stuff. Bing, bing.
They're brothers. They're supposed to beat each other a little bit. That's all.
Crap. They're not clean.
My brother pulled my sister's arm out of her socket.
That is
Yanked
trying
her
to save
arm. She was behind him, grabbed her arm, yanked her like a garbage bag.
hey. I mean, fights are fights
Maybe she-
in the family.
Maybe she was running towards traffic and he tried to stop her.
No, this was in our basement. The babysitter was watching them.
The
Okay,
basement
that's
is where
gotta be-
everything
Yeah.
goes down in the basement. If
This
you
is on the
send
main
kids
level.
into the basement, something's going on.
See, our
What'd your
basement
parents
really
say?
wasn't a basement. It was more of a den.
Yeah, well, mine's turned into a fish room, so I can sympathize with
Because
you.
Same.
I mean, it wasn't a basement. We had there. It was above ground still. It was because they had like a raised ranch thing. So the first floor, it was hilled. The dirt was hilled halfway up.
Oh yeah, I know those. Where you're almost underground.
Yeah.
Yes, you're almost underground.
I made it to
Hey,
one.
so what did your parents say? Did they say anything?
They just said, "Oh well."
Oh, well,
I mean,
it's what they should do.
it's brothers. Like it happens, you know.
Yep.
I mean, there's
Did
nothing
you go to
to it.
school? Did you go to school and go out to the mall and be like, "Yo, I got jumped by like 6 dudes. You should have seen the look." Just make up a story, tell everybody
So-
that's what I would do.
So I'm
Dude, this
so-
train came out of nowhere. The train, oh man, I stopped it with my eye.
No. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what you run.
So-
You run to the mall. And you start talking. You start talking to the girls, and you start telling the girls, "Look, I work undercover. I had to do some things. You know."
that I'm
No,
not
don't
proud
say
of.
that. Don't
I
say
know how
that.
to do 'em.
Dude, you're gonna get his ass
Whoa.
arrested. Don't say that.
You
No,
know,
so
undercover doesn't
my-
mean anything. You can work.
my-
you can work
Well,
undercover
no,
for
yeah,
a fucking
no,
magazine.
no. Undercover, that's a real
So-
touchy word nowadays.
So
I'm
I'm
on a
friends with
spot.
Cops are
like.
really finicky.
So I'm
Um,
friends with like the. How do I say this without making it sound like I'm racist? I'm friends with the.
You can't.
I can't. I
Nowadays,
can't
you
say
can't.
it.
You know
You
what?
I can't
You know
say
what?
it.
There's good and bad to everything.
But I'm friends with those kind of with those kids. Okay.
See, that's where you
Um,
just went wrong. Those kinda. You just
I-
did
I
Joe
don't-
Biden right
God
there.
damn it.
You got to do it all. As
You're
dumb
friends
white
with
people go.
idiots.
Yeah, I'm friends with idiots, which I am too. So I mean, we're good. Anyways, they told me to say I said the N-word, and then I got jumped by them. So I mean, it was kind of funny at the same time, but because people's faces just dropped, because I would never say it. Like I'd never say it. That's just wrong to say.
That'll come back and get you.
But then I said no, I'm joking. My brother hit me. It was the funniest thing ever though, because they're like literally like their mouth just dropped.
I called my neighbor George.
Ricky wants to know if Robert brought him any beer. I don't
There's-
think those are friends. Who had that joke? Was it? I think it was Artie Lang that had the joke about he was playing basketball and he felt all comfortable with his friends and they were all dropping the N word with the A at the end and he said it once and he got knocked out. No, that actually might have been Opie Greg Hughes that had that story. It's probably the only
Yes.
funny story he ever told.
You just can't say that, you know.
It all
No matter what.
It all depends on pronunciation. Like it may end with an A, but if it sounds like it ends with a, you're okay.
No.
But if you pronounce
no.
the A, oh, that's not
I'm
good.
debunking that too. Rush Hour. When Jackie Chan dropped the A bomb, he still had to fight everybody. All right.
Well,
but this-
because it's Jackie Chan.
I just stay away from it, you know. It's the best thing to
Yeah, it's the best thing to do.
do. It just shouldn't be in white people's vocabulary nowadays, especially what
Oh,
especially
really?
what people think about it these days.
Oh, these days, dude, there's nothing. You don't think anymore. Don't think. Get as messed up as you can. You just don't think.
Yeah,
if you
because
think,
using the word
you're gonna get a
days is
headache.
offensive, so you can't use the word days anymore.
Days?
Look,
Days.
all I remember, man, the fact is,
D is
you
in
can
dog,
say it,
A is
you
in
can
apple,
say
Y
it.
is in Yankee. Days.
I'm so confused right now.
It's all right.
That
It's all right.
they
Listen,
probably aren't, but
all right, Chuck Norris
Obviously,
is
you're
better.
smoking too much or not enough.
Jet Li is better.
You need to catch
Jet
up.
Li, oh, what?
I do. Who's Chuck
Didn't
Norris?
something? Didn't you? What?
What's
Chuck
that?
Norris was
I'm
some
gonna mute-
stupid Texan
gonna
dude.
mute you.
Chuck
He
Norris.
he never
Chuck
lost.
Norris. Chuck Norris.
You
My
need to-
grandma had the biggest crush on him.
I'm sorry. He would eventually get his
Dude.
ass kicked at one point.
It's not what it was about. All right. Trust me. I'd give Chuck Norris a massage. I don't care. I'm down with Chuck Norris. That was
Is he
one of my
some freaking
favorite.
cowboy?
Did you just say you would give him a
Yes.
massage?
Yeah, with his hairy chest and everything. How about
What?
that? That's how secure
Vinny-
I am in my masculinity.
Oh,
Chuck
you
Norris-
okay?
I,
you
Chuck
okay?
Norris,
How do you
Trained
know
with
he?
Bruce
Wait,
friggin' Lee.
I've never
All
looked
right?
at Chuck Norris's chest. How do you know it's hairy?
I watched his movies. You can tell.
Literally, the first thing that
you were that into his hairy chest?
Dude,
he's
I
freaking
watched.
hairy. He's
All
like
right,
Bigfoot.
listen. They came out with Chuck Norris movies right about the time that they came out with the video
So
stores.
he's like Austin
I
Powers
watched
in the one show.
Basically, I watched The Rage, where he couldn't kill the guy. I watched The Octagon. I watched all those Chuck Norris movies, all of them. And one of my favorites is Lone Wolf McQuade, where he fought David Carradine from Kung Fu.
Well, if
He
Chuck
trained with
Norris
Bruce
is so
Lee.
good, you know what? Okay,
Yes.
I'll end it
I
at
do
this
like the
because this will
Rangers.
end the. If Chuck Norris is so good, send him overseas to fix all the problems over there, and then he can come back.
Dude, you didn't see Missing in Action 2 then, obviously.
Chuck Norris dead?
Obviously, you missed, because Chuck Norris went back and he brought the POWs
I never
back,
liked Chuck
okay?
Norris.
Is Chuck Norris
Why?
dead?
I never liked
He's-
Steven Seagal.
No, Chuck Norris is, no, Steven Seagal had
I didn't even
above-
watch that one where he was on the battleship because there was boobs in it. I didn't even watch that. 'cause I
He's
just
80
didn't-
years old.
All right, let me get back.
He's
Don't bring
81.
on Chuck. Yeah,
Yeah, he an old man.
he's still Chuck. The last movie he was in was, I guess, The Untouchables or something like that.
What does he look
He made
like
a little-
now?
Same thing he's always looked like. That's the problem. Chuck Norris, he's made a
He
plastic.
doesn't age.
Mm.
What the heck? He looks the same.
It's the beard.
That's some
It's the
GMO,
beard.
HMO,
Look,
PPO shit.
I'm really
Right.
like looking at the pictures, and he looks the same.
dude, all those Chuck Norris memes are
He's a
pretty
fucking
funny.
alien.
I don't
That's
care.
why.
Hey, RB,
I do
I
like
only
the
asked.
rainforest.
I suck with names, RB. That's the thing. I went on what's his face's thing. I went on Fishy Business Aquatics Live, and I could not
I saw that.
figure out any of the names. It was the funniest thing ever.
Oh, the Tom
I was
Cruiser
Well, yeah.
one was
Well,
good.
no, Vinny, take the message off
Tom Cruiser. Who's Tom Cruiser?
the
One
screen
sec,
I
I need
do
to look
like-
him up.
I do like
because then the
rainforest.
names will come up, so he can see.
No, he means names of like pop culture references.
Oh,
Like somebody brought up Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
in
I
the
literally-
other one.
I just had to look up
do you
Tom
read a
Cruiser
lot?
again.
Are you a big reader? Is that
Me?
why? Or yeah.
No, I just
How's
Don't.
that? Oh,
I
Yeah.
will watch like
He's
what do you
like
do all
us.
day?
what do I do?
Yeah.
He's
I
a
mess with fish
kid,
tanks.
You know, how old are you?
I am 14.
You know what he's doing all day with the back
Well, I
room door
mean,
locked.
well, no, you either watch TV or you read. I would think.
That's very
I
judgmental.
am always on my YouTube channel, always trying to make it better. Never take a day off. That's all I do.
All right, hold on.
Man,
Like-
you
We're
so
not
you
done
like
with
turn
the-
a hobby into like a job.
I do, yeah.
Hobby's
Ice
supposed to be a
cream.
hobby. It's supposed to be
Nope.
fun.
I'm trying to make this a
Robert.
job. Work
Ice cream and beer, Robert?
work
ice
hard
cream
every
and
day.
beer?
Come back
That's what you
good.
think. Patty says yes. Send a delegation of Chuck Norris, Dennis Rodman, and Clint Eastwood. It's like the three different spectrums right there. I don't
Dennis
know. Clint
Rodman.
Eastwood.
That was
Ever
the
since
basketball
Clint Eastwood-
guy.
Yes, he's the one that
Clint
was
Eastwood was the cowboy guy, and what was the other one?
No, Chuck Norris. Clint Eastwood was Dirty Harry.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And now he's made all those. He's actually a good director, I guess. And Dennis Rodman was the one that
Well,
was buddies with.
Clint Eastwood was the cowboy guy.
Then he was Dirty Harry.
I gotta ask some questions. So, what are your
Do
guys'
you feel lucky,
favorite?
punk?
Me?
I hope it's a fish question.
Shut
Oh,
up,
it's,
Vinny.
it. It is not a fish question.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
okay. So, who is your guys' like favorite YouTuber? It doesn't have to be fish related. Just like somebody like you like watching.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Oh wow, that is a tough one.
I mean-
for a second.
And then we
While
should
you
play a
thinking-
video from
while
each
you-
one.
While you're thinking, I'm gonna Bruce Lee
You
versus
can't
Chuck
play
Norris.
a video. Seriously,
was
they
it-
will cut the stream off right then and there because it
Was
happened.
they
to us.
actually?
We were talking about stuff and playing YouTube video, and they literally chopped the stream right then and there.
Really?
It was gone. He had to start it all over again.
That's messed up.
Yeah,
You know, I'm willing to try that though, right?
I.
You know, I'm willing
I'm
to
sorry.
try.
I'm on the fence between two of them, and that's
I-
a bright insight, and the history guy deserves to be remembered.
I have two of them too. I like Danny Duncan, and then I like Fnatic.
All right. Now, let me get into I'm going to give my answer in a minute. I'm still thinking about it. Now, what was the move? Was it Enter the Dragon that Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris fought? Or was it Game of Death? Which
Wait,
one was
wasn't
a
that
game
Big
of death?
Trouble in Little China?
No, which is also it's not a bad movie. That's
I mean,
Kurt
yeah,
Russell.
it was a funny movie, but
John Carpenter did that movie. That's
What's
a
up,
John Carpenter
Casual
movie.
Aquatics?
That's the guy that did Halloween. That's a John Carpenter in The Thing. That's how we knew Kurt Russell was from The Thing. Cookies and cream and beer. You know what? That
SC
doesn't
Fish
sound that
Keeping
bad.
is a great guy to watch.
Oh, look at that! Thank you, Ricky. That's nice. That means a lot. You're gonna make me cry. You put yourself out there. You're gonna make me cry.
actually, for fish related, I'd have to say Dan's, even though it's kind of a carbon copy every week of the same thing over and over.
Which one?
Dan's Fish.
Mm-hmm.
He does have good information.
There's so many in the fish community, I couldn't even pick.
Dude, I would honestly,
know.
I would love to take a trip to the mountains to just to hang out at Dan's and see his tanks and shit.
See, that's the thing. I find myself trying to take a break a little bit every once in a while, like especially if I get home from work and I'm not I'm just too tired to actually like comment on people's videos. I'll just put like I've been binge watching
Dude,
the
Frank,
movie
I love Jerky
theories,
Boys.
like movie theories where
Frank
they
Rizzo.
like try to explain to you, just a whole. I like watching weird. I'll binge watch on weird stuff. I was watching this guy. What's his name? He does the camping. He just goes out and he'll camp anywhere and do anything, but with like really cheap equipment. I forget his name. Oh, I wish I could give him. He's got like 600,000 subscribers now. I just binge watch his whole channel. Then I'll binge watch another channel, and then I'll just keep going. Like now because the Knicks are good. Let's go Knicks. Anybody around a Knicks fan in New York? No, maybe. Anyway, now that the Knicks are good, I've actually been watching some of the local NBA channels like Knicks Fan TV. That guy's going to be on ESPN one day from YouTube. He's already doing. He went from a YouTube channel and he's doing videos with Max Kellerman now. That guy's gonna blow up. I just like his style and the way he talks to people. So I'll just binge. I don't know if there's anybody that I'm like. It's my go-to. My go-to thing is David Pilatus, who does the Missing 411.
Oh,
I will watch him.
God
That's the
damn it,
girls.
Bobby! What the hell?
That's the girls lighting up his phone. They found out. Oh, look at him. He had to go.
I
I
heard.
will check that out.
I
How you
heard
doing,
an
Mike?
airplane hit you in the face.
No, it just looks like that. It just looks like that. Let me. I pinned it, but I don't care. I'll put it up again anyway. Yeah, I kind of binged through things, but now that I'm back to work, it's really thrown me off because it's like I've been working 10, 11-hour days, 12-hour days, and you get home and it's like, holy jeez, I still got to do YouTube stuff.
I did water changes today. That's all I had to do.
Water changes. That's all.
No,
I gotta
tomorrow's
clean
my
the glass.
stream.
What time?
I do between between noon and 6 Central Daylight Time. I just do a tank stream every Sunday.
Oh, I thought you were going to be on talking. Yes, I am a Jerky Boy fan. I love the Jerky. I like that movie. Right from around here.
Have you ever heard Aquarium Cop? Have you ever talked to him? Have you ever heard his voice and stuff?
Yeah.
Doesn't he kind of remind you of Frank Rizzo? When he was talking about the roofing skit?
Yeah.
And how the Mexicans are poking around his roof and they're slapping each other with the hot mops.
Yes.
I like that. That and the
Rest
Cobra
in
one.
peace. Ricky, you don't like the Knicks? No one likes the Knicks.
The Cobra, it took my
Except for
eye.
me. I am the Egyptian magician. Love those. Those guys are really funny. And then there was a big thing where Jim Norton, the comedian, was accused of stealing one of the voices.
Yes, I'm reading that.
He
Did
passed
Aquarium
away,
Cop
man.
die?
You didn't know that? Yeah. He passed away suddenly.
I must have missed that.
A couple months ago. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Oh, my
really
bad.
that.
You know,
No, dude, don't worry. That that's you didn't
I
know.
wouldn't have brought him
You
up.
didn't know.
My bad.
No, it's dude. It's not. That's the best thing to do is just bring up the guy's memories. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I sound like Sal Rosenberg sometimes. Yes, I
Oh
know
my
because I do that
God,
thing.
you do. Holy shit,
Yeah.
you do.
Oh yeah. I've been. Listen, all right. I'm gonna let everybody. Wow. So I
But
did that. Sometimes I'll leave that in a video and I'll just call myself stupid.
Hey,
Yeah,
Porky Dig.
S wants to know how you missed this, but that's not the point. It's dude. We need to just because somebody's gone doesn't mean we can't celebrate what what we had, what what was
I
here.
don't
A lot
revolve
of
around
people
fish community. I
a
mean,
lot of people did
I just
a
don't.
lot of don't worry about it. A lot of it's you didn't like go maliciously out of your way, you know. A lot of people did videos. I kind of didn't feel like I knew them well enough to do like that kind of thing. I just say a prayer and leave a couple comments on other people's stuff. But locks on those bagels. Yes, I'm gonna grow those little curly fry freaking sideburns too. No, I can't because I can't grow a beard. Mike's on his way home from
Couple more. I was in
log
my
hell
history
right
kick.
now.
I was doing a history kick a couple months ago.
Yeah, I'll go through those. I'll blast through, and then I'll move on to something. Then I'll move on to aliens, or I'll move on to just monatomic gold. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
I just
dude,
like to,
Vinny, seriously. Okay, so remember the Bright Insight I mentioned earlier? He just put out a video earlier today about I can't remember what the actual name is, but the Eye of the Sahara.
Mhm. Our deserts are only like 4,500 years old.
Well,
Like,
AKA
the desert.
Atlantis, the spot for
Yeah.
Atlantis.
I think it's the North Pole.
Dan Carlson also did something about him.
Oh yeah, he was.
He did a
great
stream
on,
not
Joe
too long
Rogan
ago
too.
talking about the erosion and stuff. Oh man,
Oh, the stream he did with Joe Rogan was great.
dude, this is even better.
And Graham Hancock and
Yeah.
Doug Carson, all those guys. Oh yeah, I can
Graham
binge on
Hancock
that all day long.
when you get Graham Hancock and Dan.
Oh yeah,
Dan
there was
Carlson.
that one. They were on Rogan. It was
Yeah,
great.
well, no, they've done a couple together before.
You know what?
Pure
They're better
gold,
with certain
pure
hosts.
gold.
It depends on who the host is. So a lot of times,
They've done one
Coast
just
is a
themselves
little-
before. They were the host.
And we listen to those when we drive into the city a lot. Me and Pete, we put those on. The new iceberg. Which one? The one that fell into the allegedly the biggest piece that fell in where Antarctica is. I think I heard about that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely sad as shit. Yes, yeah, especially because he had kids too.
Randall. Was I saying Don?
The Secrets of the Skinwalker Ranch, of course. My boy Dave Paredes did a whole series on the Skinwalker Ranch. He's the ex-cop that does all the investigations of the people missing. I bring it up every once in a while. He's probably my go-to whenever I see a video for him I watch. Where all the people that disappear in the national parks and all the grief he gets trying to get a Freedom of Information Act from the national parks.
Dude, national parks, hold on.
There's and he also did a really good interview with a Bigfoot guy. Oh, Randall Carlson is great. All those.
Did you see the news about a week and a half ago? The lady that was lost in the national park for 6 months was found alive. She was lost in the national park for 6 months.
6 months? You mean she ran off on her husband, was shacking up with some dude for 6 months?
No, she claims she was literally lost. She's been walking for 6 months in a direction, and she finally came upon like a road or something shit like that. I don't know. They finally found her.
What this guy talks about is Pallades, when there are people disappear. They send out massive search parties. They search the area. and then they find the person back where they already searched. There's just so many weird, or people go, they'll find people without their shoes, they'll find little kids 7, 8 miles up the hill, up the mountain, and the kid, no one remembers. It's really weird stuff going on. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really weird and interesting. Any weekend plans, y'all? I'm about to be painting the back of a few tanks. Guys, stop painting the back of your tanks.
Stop painting, yeah.
Put vinyl on the back.
You want to know something? If I was buying a used tank, I would say I'm paying $20 less because of a painted black. I don't want paint on it. If you don't want paint on it, you got to scrape all that crap out. It's a pain.
Yeah, it depends on what paint too. Yeah, Missing 411. Those are great. I watch those all the time. Portals, all that stuff. There's so much interesting stuff out there. Just even the ancient history that we don't, like things they can't explain. Those things I can watch that all day long. And if I catch one, I'll just be like, whoa.
I'm sure they still sell it, but I worked at Living Sea Aquarium and we sold black, we sold light blue, and we sold dark blue. And what you did was you put water on the back of the tank, and then you put this stuff. It was like tint, and you squeegeed all the air out and let it dry.
It's vinyl.
Is that what it was? Vinyl.
I did a video 5-minute vinyl background. Boom, 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 boom. Go on eBay or anywhere. You can order rolls of vinyl, any freaking color you want, and all you do is wet the back up with a little soapy water, squeegee it out, and you're done. And you're done.
And it looks it looks awesome.
When you're ready, that's all my tanks. Every one of these tanks behind me is vinyl background. And then some of them I did a digital print, and I put that on for some of them because I have a printer at work. But
eventually,
especially like if you want to look that fish store look with all the blue, it all matches. You can just buy it by the roll. It is cheap. It's really cheap. It's cheaper than the paint.
I'm going to try to do that with running tanks.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to back running tanks. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I'm going to try.
It's easy. That stuff, once you get it wet, you can slide it around and do whatever you want to it.
When you go to try to flatten it, start working all the air out, I think it'll start falling on a 55. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I got the 55 right here. I did. No, you just got to move stuff out of the way. You have time to work with it when it's wet.
Oh yeah, I know. I had sadly, I had a 20 long granite oceanic tank, the granite frame oceanic, and I sold it in 2017, 2018, and then I got the bug up my ass and I started fish again in 2019. I'm pissed. I was pissed. Because I had a black background on that tank that I did when I bought the tank brand new.
Okay, go ahead. Right,
I'm just looking in the chat too.
Casual. That was his brother.
Ricky, they do have the 411 movie, which is the documentary, which is good if that's what you're talking about. Okay. Plus, he's also got the Can-Am. David Felides has his own channel where he does videos where he explains all these different cases and what happened in this. It's really interesting. It's like Unsolved Mysteries, except it deals with the national parks and stuff like that. It's pretty good. Hold on. Oh, I missed one. Look at this. There's 2 comments. Yeah, window tint works. Window tint and vinyl are the same thing, except vinyl is better than window tint. That's all I'm saying. My large tank was painted when I got it, just thinking green on the Octagon would look good. Does anybody notice you get a lot of algae with an Octagon tank more than you do with a regular tank?
Yeah.
I do too. The one I had, but then
because you cannot put all the glass on an angle creates a prism.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot line an Octagon tank up with a light source. You're always going to have at least two sides being a prism, which magnifies the light inside the tank.
What's up, Chubbs? How you
Working
doing,
on the
brother?
bike. What's up?
What up?
You say you were working?
Yeah, working.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good. I just put in an 11-hour day. It was so hot outside.
Awesome.
What's the weather down there?
Oh, pretty windy. About 20 or 30 mile an hour coming off of the east.
That's what I heard. That's what drives me crazy. How could it be hotter in Connecticut than it is down there? I don't. I think the
Oh,
equator
it's
is a
warm.
lie.
I mean, not like it's cold, but it's not hot. I mean, it's 80, about 83 right now.
Ricky, you're gonna love those. You're gonna get hooked once you start watching those. Especially if Pallades is in it. He has a he's very good on camera. He has a very calming way of doing it. Oh, and unfortunately,
Drop,
his son just killed himself. His son
Ooh.
just killed himself, and he's David Pallades. He does the missing 411 videos. He does the Can-Am thing where they investigate the people missing in the national parks. And his son actually committed suicide about 2 months ago, and he's kind of been going through it. He's been going through it on his videos. It's kind of, it definitely touches your heart. I'll tell you that.
First.
I'm surprised, for him to keep doing that. Let's see what do we got here. Jenny Lynn says, "Hey Chubbs, glad you have some work." Exactly.
Thank you. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was getting pretty nerve wracking not having no work.
Dude. Yeah, I know exactly. I mean, different circumstances, but I know because a couple months ago, when we had no work, I was starting to freak out. Are you on that same boat?
No, I'm on a different boat, a bigger boat.
Is that the one that you put the short up, showing the engine room? Kwame Brown is on YouTube. He's spitting the truth. Is crazy. What's he saying? Kwame Brown. Didn't Jordan mess him all up? Mess up his career?
I don't even know who he is, so I don't know.
He's an ex-basketball player.
Oh.
Well, that's who you go to for truth. It's ex-basketball players. Hey, did anybody see?
I thought it was football players that are washed up.
That's where you go for cocaine.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Did anybody see they found more coelacanths? That coelacanths are like, I mean, I know they found the one in 1938, but they're finding new. Yes, Craig, you might actually get your shirt out of working. Thank God. Holy Jesus! But you're still in Australia. It'd be easier. I'm gonna send you a shirt with some puffers in the pocket. But they found the coelacanth modern day today. Like they're getting caught. They have these new shark nets that they're using for some reason to hunt and fish for sharks. Because I don't know. I guess shark meat is great to some people. But they're catching actual living coelacanths now. Not back in the 30s, but now.
Yeah, I told you that like 2 weeks ago.
Did you? Maybe I should listen.
Doo-doo-doo.
Well, I saw it. Well, now I saw it on a reputable place. I saw it on like Facebook or something. So then I know it's true. So maybe you might have just been pulling my leg. He just started live streaming, called out Stephen A. Smith and a lot of people. Oh yeah, everybody's calling out Stephen A. Smith now. It's a good one. But Stephen A's funny. I don't care. I think it's all character with him. I don't think he means a stupid thing he says. He just goes out there and babbles. Ooh, hold on. Look at this.
Yeah, try it one more time. But yeah, ain't got too good of a signal out here.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's the fleet deck of the boat.
Oh, you're up in the air on this one too.
Yeah. This boat has a height of 38 feet. Okay.
Ricky, I gotta be honest. I thought you might want to change your logo to Ricky's Animal Rescue. That's the only reason I haven't sent it yet. It's because I thought you basically changed the name of the thing. Hit me up on Instagram and we'll figure it out. Because I can send you what we got, or I can change the name. You know, I can change the name to. I can just and reprint it. Look at that. Is that on the boat? The cat?
Yeah, that's the Spud in the front. See if
Those
this
things are
other camera
heavy.
shows it better. Yeah, there you go. I can see it a little better.
Those are fun. I've used one of
Yeah,
those.
big excavator,
Yeah, those
big
are
bucket.
fun.
Got a little barge right there, a little Spud barge, like a little living quarter barge. But there's another excavator in front of this barge, in front of
What
this
do you mean? Wait,
excavator.
what do you mean a living quarters barge? Like they got a barge out there that
Yeah,
they just
they use it as a house
oh that is
right there.
dude that is so cool. I wouldn't mind living on one of those.
Oh yeah, see there's a boat passing. But,
Oh wow, that
there's
is.
a deck gang going out there to check stuff out.
I was
What's
gonna say
going on?
who's that guy? I was gonna say who's that guy? He's up to no good.
Nah, not usually. Well, usually.
Nah, no, you can't really. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. You are naked at work according to your prior post, weirdo. Who are you talking to, Patty? Who's naked at work? A Craig? I don't know. Oh, it's a It's S says it's a pirate. Yeah, you don't really deal with pirates though, right?
No, no, we don't got to worry about pirates over here.
Imagine that. Imagine a little sissy boy like Johnny Depp tries to jump on Chubbs' boat. That would be great.
All right.
But still, you still have to hang out for a minute with Keith Richards.
Here's the chart. Let's see if I brighten this up. One of these damn buttons.
Patty says that's a good guy. He has a yellow shirt.
Uh,
And what is that? Ooh, what is that? It's all
That's
technology.
that's my chart. My GPS chart. Trying to get it to where you can see it. Oh, hold on. Let's do this. Let's just turn the light on so you can see everything. That might help. Yeah. Like
Being
this.
fish keepers, we are all pirates in a sense. Yeah, a little bit.
Now you can see.
Oh wow. And you run that off your laptop?
Oh, this is the laptop for the boat.
Yeah.
It's got a
They run.
sensor that gives it a GPS location. You can see that red target is where I'm at, and you can see all the other boats that are out there.
Oh man, that's got to be. It's got to be so much like better than back in the day where it was just like
Oh, yeah.
you had
And
no
see, this is the
clue.
radar. Radar got the connected with the TV screen.
How deep is the water there?
This is just
Like
the
in
radar.
general.
It's not sonar.
Well, but you know, how deep is it? Is it deep water? Is it I mean,
10, 12 feet. I mean, it's not real deep. It's
so
all dirty, muddy water.
there's no big drop offs where like the Loch Ness monster's underneath you or nothing like
No,
that,
no, no.
like in those movies.
Lake Salvador. That's an inland lake. One of the smaller lakes in Louisiana, but it's got a lot of catfish in it. A lot of sac-a-lily or crappie, redfish, speckled trout, bass, largemouth, striped, whatever you want to catch.
Is that a natural lake?
Yeah, it's a natural lake. Been here
It's
forever.
got that weird circular part in there. That almost looks like people made
Yeah.
that shit.
Let's see. I'm gonna zoom out some.
Craig, you know I love you. It's just you live in fucking Australia. It was either send Craig a shirt or feed my kids. I don't know. Don't call
Yeah.
child services on me. I gotta feed them. No, the shirt's black. It's not gonna turn yellow. Ooh. Oh wow, there's a lot of boats out there.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my God, almost looks like
Yeah, all
train
right
tracks.
here, all this right here is the Mississippi River. Going all the way around right here.
The mighty Mississippi.
That's the Mississippi River. I'm on the ICW, or the Intercoastal Waterway. Yeah, there's a lot of boats.
So they keep track basically like they do with the trains now. Like
Yeah,
every boat's got
it's called a AIS, Automatic Identification System, or something like that. Close to that.
right. Slicey Slicer. Are
Yeah.
any of you fine people interested in pole mics? What do you mean by pole mic? Oh, we lost him. I was gonna say, Chubbs, have you tried any fishing yet? S is sorry to waste your valuable time, Patty. What? There are freshwater pirates. How can there not be?
Oh yeah.
If not, I say we become freshwater pirates right now. You just take over the market. There we go. Hold on.
Yeah. But yeah, there's my radar. You can see the canal right there. Where I'm at, and I got the boat right in front of me. But that's it. That's all we got.
So this is a new boat. How long you been on this one?
I've worked on it before, but it's been a while. I've been on this one since yesterday.
Nice. How long you gonna be there?
A week or two. Got some
It's
running to do.
Gonna be steady. You hope.
I hope so.
It's not like
it's really just trip work right now, so it's kind of play it by ear. But it's supposed to be about 7 to 10 days of work, so it'll be good.
I mean anything. You know.
Oh, yeah.
At least just bring in some money and not sit in the house and think about it. That's
Yeah,
the worst
but,
part. When you're sitting in the house thinking about the friggin' bills. That should drive me
but
crazy.
I got called at 2 o'clock in one evening, and then I had to be at work for 4 o'clock that evening, so I just had to drop what I was doing, pack my shit, and get out the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's where we're at now. It's, some of us.
Oh, yeah.
With the trades are all over the place. The trades are all over the place. I know people that do bros, an electrician. It's on, off, it's this, that. It's everything is, it's not like, it's one thing that the office people have over is that they can just go on their computer at home and work.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can just go on their computer at home and work. And it's pretty much, the same thing, trying to take our money. But, when you, like, I make signs. I mean, I'm thank God some people are opening new businesses. I think it's just because the interest rates are so goddamn low. But
Right.
this is, oof. Oh, Ricky wanted to know if you did any fishing.
No, I didn't even have time to grab my fishing pole.
Did you have time to bring a change of underwear?
What underwear? I ain't had a pair of them since I was in the 8th grade.
Bravo. Bravo.
Well, isn't that special?
Yeah, well, hey. With freedom, son. That's what Mel Gibson was screaming when he was screaming freedom. It was because he was going commando.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just looking in the chat.
Gotta let them breathe.
Yeah. Why not? I'm still wondering what this one. What is this one? Pole mics, like an actual microphone on a pole, or is it some weird thing I don't understand?
I would take it as a microphone on a pole.
Yeah,
Like TV people use. They hold them and they hold the mic over.
Like a boom mic.
Yeah.
Like a boom mic.
But
I don't
some
know.
poor schlupp has to hold it.
Oh. Nah, it's not gonna happen. I tried to ask my kids once to film me, and they just looked at me like, "What?" They don't want anything to do with it. God forbid they know their fathers on YouTube talking about fish. Well, sometimes. Yeah, they track everything now, Ricky. They track the trash trucks. They They track everything is tracked. Everything's tracked either by us, and if we're not doing it, the government's tracking everything. They know every single thing we do. They just pretend they don't. Like I said it before, do this. Don't even say it out loud. Just think about a product or something you want. Think about it. Don't say it. Don't Google it. Don't do anything. Just think about it in your head. Like, all right, right now I'm going to think about, I need new tires for my truck. Well, I said it. But if I think about, I need new tires for my truck, just think it. Don't say it. It's going to pop up on your phone.
You need a new thingamabob.
No, a doohickey, like my last name.
Doohickey, my bag.
Yeah.
Doohickey, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Or a whatchamacallit. Those used
A
to be
widget.
candy bars.
You need a widget.
That's what I call sign companies that make little name plaques and stuff for office buildings. I call them widget makers. Because I was welding all this week. I was welding big aluminum signs this week. It was so much fun. A lot of people don't weld aluminum.
Don't you TIG aluminum or something like the MIG it? You don't weld it.
Well, it's still welding. You know, it's a form of welding. Yeah, I'm not sitting there with a stick. I'm not arc welding it. No. It's the wire. It's wire with a shielding gas of argon, and it's a shielding gas of argon to weld.
The first time I ever took did a stick weld, I passed the X-ray test.
Nice. Stick welding's fun too.
They said I was a natural.
There's good money in welding, to be honest. Especially nowadays where people need things fixed. There's good money in welding.
It was fun.
You know how to do it. I love it. And everybody stays away from me and they don't bother me at work. They don't ask me stupid questions when I'm welding because they're all afraid they're going to go blind if they see the light.
Yep.
But the one thing I have to do every time I weld at work, I have to put cardboard in front of the fish tanks.
Oh,
because
definitely.
I'm not sure what. Yeah, right. What do you think? Like, what do you think a puffer is going to do? That Stars and Stripes puffer is going to do with that welding?
Well, it would do the same thing as it would do to our eyes.
Every once in a while, I very rarely do I do it, but when I do catch too much of the light, whoo, that's a beast. That stuff is it's so hot. You're looking at 2,500 degrees when you're welding steel. It's friggin' crazy.
Back when I was a pipe fitter, I got a piece of slag in my eye, and I didn't realize it for 2 days.
Oh my God! I hate
they
when
they had to dig it out.
Head. It lands on my head and it burns through my hat, and it's stuck between my hat and my skull, and starts burning my head. I've had them burn through my shoes too. I've set my pants on fire. You know when you got pants with rips in them, they'll catch on fire, and you gotta put them out.
Yep.
Here's a question. So, how many tanks do you have at the warehouse? Which warehouse?
Yeah, it's a warehouse.
Oh, you mean in my shop? I have two. I have 2 tanks. You mean my shop? I have 2 tanks. Which I have a Dovi Wolf Cichlid in it in one, and then I have the puffer in the other one. And I'm still trying to get rid of the Dovi. It just keeps getting bigger. Well, like I said, maybe I'll send it up to the guy in Rochester.
Call up Ohio Fish Rescue.
Do you know what it's going to cost me to send a Dove? They're not going to drive here.
They drive and pick shit up. I've seen them do it. They've done videos.
All right. Let's look between us. I did a video about them. They know who I am. I sent them a couple. Maybe they never got the messages, but I sent a couple messages when they were on their way to Connecticut that I'd like to meet them, and I'll meet them anywhere. And I never got a response. So you know, I'm just gonna leave that there.
I'm gonna get a Dovis. I'm gonna get a Dovis and a Pacu for my 10-gallon tank.
Oh, get a couple ballast sharks and a red tail catfish.
Oh yeah, ballast shark too. Yeah.
So ask the freshwater pirate, Do you keep any natives? Not only does the Doberman get huge, but he's vicious. He's vicious.
What do
He
you
slams around
consider
in
as
the tank and
natives? Like
That's
U.S. native, European native?
native to your area, I guess. Or she might mean, do you have any like natives? Like you went to an island and you just grabbed a whole bunch of natives and you, like on Gilligan's Island,
Oh,
you have
yeah.
working for you like Mr.
Bones
Howell.
through their nose and stuff, yeah. I get you now.
Chubbs,
Yo,
who's watching your fish for you?
my girlfriend Dawn.
Nice. That's what I'm so afraid of. I go out and my kids they won't be bothered. I have no one to watch my stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta worry about it. She's on top of it.
The only thing that worries me is I'm afraid when I'm working one of these, like I gotta go to Boston, I gotta do a job. I know I'm not gonna get up till like 6 o'clock in the morning the next day.
Right.
The only thing I worry about is they're gonna, because we got the air conditioners on now, that somehow a breaker's gonna pop. And they're
Right.
not gonna know how to turn it back on. I did run 2 separate 25 amp breakers off of the board just for the fish room though. That I did do. With the little protector thing in it. You know, the wall protector. Those, because the breaker board's right over there, so I just turned everything off. And actually, no, I didn't. I did it while it was live. I just don't touch 2 wires at the same time. Don't do that
Hey.
at home and show it. Don't do that
Hey.
at home.
Hey,
Yeah.
Vinny, if you're ever in Rockford, stop by my house. I got some work for you.
I wish. I'm almost tempted. If I didn't have kids, I would just live the van life. I would like to live the van life when I'm not, just drive around and sleep in a van or whatever.
What I want to do is because the boxes are in a separate basement. All the boxes are lined up on the same wall. I want to split it before the box,
Yeah.
so it's still on my circuit.
Mhm.
Bring it into my basement, throw another box, and then from that box have like 8 or 9 different plugs throughout the basement.
That's easy to do. It's really easy to do.
It's just a lot of bends and curves and shit.
It depends. Not if you run that Romex.
You can't do Romex here. It has to
Really?
be hard piped.
Really.
Yeah.
Because here we get away with the Romex as long as it's fucking rated.
What the hell
Like
is that?
I just hooked up a bunch of 220 heaters in my shop.
Yeah,
For my
Illinois
boss.
doesn't. You can't do Romex anymore.
Oh. Yeah, even that with the piping, it's not that bad. That stuff, you just need a pipe bender. It's
Yeah.
not that bad. As long as you turn down the main box. For that, you just add 2 breakers. That's all. That's all you need. You'll have 50 amps in there. You'll be able to power anything you want. Oh, Ricky, you got tomato plants? I'm so off this year.
What I want to do is so if someone blows a breaker, because what they have a tendency to do is go to the first box and start flipping breakers, and when none of those work, they go to the second box and flip breaker until their lights come back on. So
That would drive me crazy.
yeah, I
That
just
would
want
drive me
to
crazy.
bypass for the fish. I don't care about the apartment itself. I just want to bypass that problem for the fish.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I don't
And-
care if the kids sit in the dark. I don't want my fish tanks to up. Look, we had the stupid hurricane up here, and the power was out for. I ran the generator outside for my fish tanks.
Yep.
The rest of the house was dark. All
Yeah.
right, that was
See,
it.
the only thing I really care about is because I heat each individual tank. So the heaters, and then the Gemco air pump. That's it. That's all I got to really,
get this.
light wise, I really don't give a crap.
Oh no, I don't care that. It's all I wanted to plug in was the big pump, and I even can go, because I'm in the basement. I can go without heaters for a while, because it doesn't variate that much in the basement, the temperature. Thank God. Like upstairs, it was hot. I need the air conditioners on. I'm down here right now. I'm actually like a little. I'm not hot. I'm a little.
Yeah,
I'm a
it
little
gets
cooled off
hot
right
in the
now.
basement. it's like 90 some odd degrees down there right now.
See, it depends on what kind of basement you got, because I don't
Unfinished. Shockingly, unfinished.
Get that. Mine's kind of, mine's finished. I consider it finished. It's paneled and all that. I put up all the walls.
Yeah, just concrete walls. That's it.
Yeah,
The one thing I did was I took, when you do the packing, it's like bubble wrap insulation.
Yep.
I took that and put it in the 3 windows. That was the only thing I did.
Mm-hmm.
What
do you say? Casual Aquatics, you can't wait to own a Dobai. Where are you? How close are you? Got a big one for you. He's about 7-8 inches. You can have him. Aquarium Pitch Enthusiast says, my Dobai is maybe 4 inches, and I had to keep him with much bigger cichlids to make sure he doesn't kill them, at least so far. That's why I had it. All right. I did rescues. I rescued the arowana. I rescued Sedantis cat. I rescued and the Dobai from my buddies Zach, Dan, and Pete. And the Dobai started going after the arowana. He had to go. I had to take him out and bring him to work. Thank God we have an extra tank at work. Now I got a friend of mine that does a tank she doesn't want anymore. She wants to get rid of, which I don't know. I don't know if I can take it. Where am I going to put it? Ricky's going to do a video on the plants Monday. Very cool.
If you still have a bed, you have room for a tank.
I know. I keep thinking maybe a Murphy bed. Where it folds up into the wall. Like almost like a bunk bed.
Yeah.
Like it just fold up. And
a hammock.
To go to sleep.
A hammock in the corner.
No.
I thought you need a hammock over the tank.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is what you do. Okay, I got it. Double purpose. Put a bunch of cushions in your bathtub.
My kids don't want me upstairs. All right. They have the second floor. I'm only allowed to go up there, use the bathroom, to shower, shave, and the other one, and come back downstairs.
I would tell the ungrateful little punks, it's my house.
Yeah, you can tell them. Go ahead. So I'll put you on the phone with them. All right.
One tank goes in the living room. Tell them one tank goes in the living room.
You ungrateful little punks. It's his house.
Rooms and make one of their rooms a tank room.
Right. Look, the biggest problem is I have the gas meters in my basement, and I have the water hookup in the basement for the whole string. Somehow that's the one my grandfather bought. And when those people come in to change meters and do all that other stuff, and they bring the maintenance guy that lives do it for Sparta. When they bring the maintenance guy, I know he's going back to the homeowners association saying, this freaking guy has so many fish tanks in his basement. We don't know what to do.
Well, it doesn't matter as long as it's on a slab.
It's concrete floor underneath.
Yeah.
Underneath.
Then it doesn't matter.
No, they're really weird. They're really weird people. They might say, "Oh, it's gonna flood. It's gonna do this." Thank God they don't know how many things you have to plug in. Think about it. Just
yeah. When they bust you for the fish tanks, just tell them, "Hey, it's not the water you should be worried about. It's the electric, you assholes."
That's what I'm saying.
Get your head out of your asses.
You stupids! I had the water heater blow up last year. Right? It's not that big of a deal. It's the electric. There's so. Come on, we all got it. We all got those. The more tank, the more power strips you got.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a basement. They got a sump pump, so it just pumps it out. So what's the difference? You got to worry about it getting too much water on the floor and frying everything.
Hey, they don't like me here. They don't like me here. I had my neighbor knock on my door today.
I'll move in there. I'll make them love you.
I had probably. I had my neighbor knock on my door today. She's from Long Island. She knocked on the door today, and I'm cooking dinner, and she's like, your garbage really smells. I'm like, I dumped it on friggin' Sunday, and we filled it up, and it's 90 degrees out. Is mine the only garbage that smells? Nobody else's garbage? What, you got air conditioners on your garbage? I'm the only one? I said, what's going to make you happy? How about I put this big slate tile I use for my patio, on top of the lid to smash it down even further. So you don't, no, it's me. They don't like me. I don't know why. I'm such a personable person.
I would have told her stop being a dumb bitch and go back to your house.
I used to do that all the time. I don't want to. I don't want to anymore. I don't want to have wars with people anymore.
See,
I've given up on it.
the nice thing about my landlord is he used to have fish tanks,
Nice.
and his only rule was nothing over a 125. Total gallon wise, 125 upstairs.
Yeah, that makes sense though. That's reasonable. You
You can have
Especially
125 gallon, 255s, so on and so forth.
I love the people that put it the wrong way across the joists though. Like they don't look and see which way the joist, the things are running, and they put it the wrong way, and it starts to cave the floor in.
You
And
want
then
it. You want the joist running alongside the tank
Exactly.
with
And
the
also,
length of the tank.
You're better off on an outside wall. The outside walls are a lot stronger than the inside walls. Like if you're going to put a tank like up on the second floor, you want to be on an outside wall.
Right behind me, there's three
I was going to say what's his
12-inch
name?
joists in the basement within a foot span.
Well, see, the older the house, the less you got to worry about, honestly.
Oh,
'Cause
this
the new
house is
houses-
old and it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but they really use some beefy wood in the basements, though, in them older
This
houses.
is not old. It's 1960s old.
Dude, you just insulted me. I wasn't born in the '60s, so I'm all right. Ricky's
Well, I
landlord
mean,
found out
some
he had
people say
14 tanks.
isn't a house 10 years old considered old?
Not to me.
I mean,
Shit.
that's the. Like, I lived in a house. The last house I lived in was built in 1898,
Yeah,
and
but
I broke the 12-inch diameter or square oak joists with falling on the second floor. Yeah, I busted my shit up. I broke the house though, so
you
I
broke
still
a
say I
house.
won.
Nice.
Yeah. They tried to sue me. The city tried to sue me because it was in the historic district. They were like, dude, you totaled the house.
Dude, do you know the problems I have trying to put up signs in a historic district? Wow. You got to get all kinds of variances, and especially in New York, the permits are ridiculous. Apparently, Lake Michigan has pirates. That's what I thought. I know one of the Great Lakes had pirates. Lake Michigan pirates. They all look like kids.
Mississippi River and what is that? What's the one that comes south Indiana?
I don't know. I'm a northerner.
Is that that's not Missouri River. But there's two rivers that meet like right at the southern tip of Illinois. They used to have piracy because there's a story about Cave in the Rock. The pirates used to use Cave in the Rock.
The what?
The pirates used to use Cave in the Rock.
What do you mean cave in the rock?
Hey, it's a cave in a rock. Look it up.
Okay.
They used to put their boat in it.
Yeah. Who wouldn't? I would too.
The thing was huge. The thing's literally huge. You can go and walk around in it. It's like a state park now.
I'm still thinking about Michigan pirates. It's like Kid Rock with an eye patch is coming after you. He's playing up an American badass, and he's coming.
Yo, man.
With Chuck no, the Ohio
We still
River?
have pirates.
Is that it?
We actually still have pirates. The pirate problem is a real big problem. Lately, they've been going in to break stores with broken windows and taking TVs and clothes and shit.
It's not a pirate. All right.
That's piracy.
I thought it was just theft.
What was piracy then?
No, piracy, I think you got to be on a boat and board something. I think there's like rules to that. Like you can shoot a mother effer, but a duel is completely different. You know, even if he pulls his gun out and you shoot him, it's a little different.
Okay. What do they call a pirate that doesn't have a boat? What if they do it on land? What if they do it on a specific road or something in the middle of nowhere? What do they call that?
Don't. No, I can't
That's what I'm thinking
say
of.
that answer. I can't. The stream will get taken down. It'll be a fucking problem, right? It'll be a problem. They call him a rapper. Okay. Well,
No. I'm serious. A bandit.
yes. Yes.
It would be a bandit. Okay.
I would think the
In
old
order
school
for it to be
terms. Yeah.
considered piracy, in order for it to be considered piracy, it has to be an act performed on the open seas. In other words, in international waters.
So thank God there's no such thing as water in space. So
if you're adrift on a platform and somebody comes on that platform in international water and throws you off of that piracy, throws you off of there and says it's that floating platform is theirs now, that's considered piracy.
Now, what happens if you're not in it? What if you're on the coast and you're not in international waters and
That's
people
called
try to jump on?
that's just called an asshole.
Okay.
well, no, it would fall under the country's laws. So if technically, okay, a houseboat. Someone comes into your houseboat on the at the coast, throws you out. That would be breaking and entering.
Yeah.
So you got to actually be in international waters for it to be like.
For it to be considered piracy, it has to be in international waters.
Well, then I feel a lot safer going into space now because there is no such thing as
Dude.
space pirates now.
You can't go into space.
Well, it's got to be, it can't be.
I'm
telling you, I'll
You
prove
can't.
you out.
But the thing about
Well,
it is, if you find something floating in the international waters and there's nobody around and there's no scenes of foul play, you can claim that property, no matter what it is.
Yeah,
if it was
salvagers'
not-
rights.
If you find a ship floating with billions of dollars worth of equipment on it and all these different cargo containers, and there's not one living person on there and nobody was killed there, you can claim that ship, and that ship is now yours.
And why are we doing
And there
that?
are ships. Honestly, from what I understand, there's like a lot of ships just floating around.
Oh yeah, you just gotta go there and you gotta claim them.
There's actually there's actually like a continent of garbage like the size of Texas.
Yeah, no, actually,
What I understand.
bigger than Texas.
Bigger
Well,
than
I
Texas,
don't know.
something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I had another joke, but I'm gonna hold back.
It's between California and Hawaii, or like just to the south and between it, or something like that.
so it drifts into with the current, but it goes somewhere below Baja, but way offshore, and it goes all the way up to around Hawaii and almost to Japan. So it's like a big old eddy.
It's the Gulf. That's a Gulf Stream,
It's the
right?
it's the Atlantic Stream, really, but
What did they
Gulf
say?
Stream is
Pacific
air.
Stream, I'm sorry, it's Pacific Stream.
Yeah, all right, that's what I mean. Because I remember in World War II, the Japanese used to let these balloons go, and they
Yeah.
would just go all the way around, come right down the California coast. I guess that is the jet stream, like you're saying.
Because the Pacific Ocean makes it just like a big old loop current. Same thing as the Atlantic, only in the Pacific. Yeah, the trash.
Now,
goes
is
down
this-
there. Now,
I
we have
want-
a-
my-
right
this
here
is
in the
my
Gulf of
thinking.
Mexico,
This is
right
my
in the Gulf of
thinking.
Mexico, they have a dead zone, which is really just all the farm runoff, all the nitrates and everything that build up that go downriver. It all builds up into one spot in the middle of the Gulf, and they call it a dead zone because there's less oxygen there than anywhere else in the Gulf. And fish and animals can't live there.
Yeah, maybe they should put some windmills underneath the ocean to start moving that around.
Yeah.
That's in the Green New Deal Part 2.
And that dead zone grows by 100 square miles every second, they say.
That's crazy. But wait a minute, is that square miles of water? So
Yeah.
you're also you're thinking of how deep it is too. So
No, that's acreage, like mileage. not depth.
What is-
Oh, you're talking surface area then.
Yeah, surface
100 square
area.
surface. Oh, damn. That seems unfathomable.
Once you get towards the Mississippi
That's a lot.
Sound, once you get towards the Mississippi Sound or the Mississippi rug area, the water drops down to like 2,000 feet. It's like pretty much a giant Grand Canyon in the middle of the Gulf.
We have no clue what's in some of our oceans way down
Oh,
deep.
hell no.
We have no idea. You ever see how they have the
Dude, that is going to be the actual final frontier.
It is the final frontier. You can't go to space. I just told you that.
We'll get to space, I think, before.
You're not going to outer space.
We'll get to space more, to a greater extent before we scratch our surface on the surface, on the surface of the ocean floor.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. You can see into space. You can't see to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of space, Voyager 2 came back online. Did you hear?
No, I don't really keep track of it.
Dude, come on.
Cool.
Come on, dude. You really believe that?
2 months ago.
You believe that?
Yeah, somebody found it in their garage and they just flipped the switch.
Yeah, exactly. No, they're messing with us. They're preparing us for the fake alien invasion or alien contact or whatever. They're fake. Dude, you mean to tell me we sent something out when I was a little kid and it's still working?
Why not?
And think about it. Dude,
First of all, everything made back then was 1,000 times better than the shit that they make now.
Have you ever been to Cape Canaveral and seen the actual thing they said they sent to the moon?
No, but I've been to. I seen the same thing. At Science and Industry.
Yeah, I've seen copper beer cans. All right, it's ridiculous. You mean to tell me you think they sent the Voyager, like in the first Star Trek movie, they sent the probe out? When was it? 1978, something like that. Voyager. When did that
something
leave?
Like that, 76, 78, something like that.
And it's somehow had the technology to send us signals still.
Man, I have a radio from back then that still works too.
Do you? How about you take your cell phone and go into the woods and you can't get a signal there?
Well, fuck the cell phone. Cell phones are made now. Like I said, stuff made back then were 10 cents. My Johnson Messenger 223 23 channel 5-watt tube radio, CB radio, will work for the rest of eternity.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean you can send a signal to friggin' Jupiter with it. All right?
No, but I can at least send signal.
How long is that signal? All right, so it's 8 minutes to the sun.
No, it takes like 20 some odd hours now. Or no, 20 some odd hours or something like that to get the signal.
That's such bullshit. No,
but hey,
they're making that up.
It's wishful thinking, Hey, yeah. I hope. Honestly, I hope the thing still talks. I'll be like, hell yeah, we made that. Honestly, Voyagers and Pioneers were the coolest stuff we put out there anyway.
But none of it's real. None of that's real. We didn't send nothing out. We don't have nothing out there. We're just making all that up.
Well, where do we get the pictures?
They're all fake. Go look at the pictures they took of the Earth. Everyone is different. Russia has a different Earth. How come Russia's Earth looks different than our Earth? And our Earth looks different every year. Even the guy admits it. Look up the what is that? The big blue marble. The guy admits, well, we had a CGI it. We had this duplicate clouds. We've never taken all the crap we allegedly sent out there. We've never just turned around and taken a picture of the Earth. We can't. It's all fake. Like I said, where are the satellites? When these dummies are allegedly up in space, where are all the satellites? You don't see any of them. Why? Because it's all fake. Yes, not this again. Let's turn. He brought it into me. I just don't think we can go to space because of the Van Allen belt. That's all. And I don't think we can go to the bottom of the oceans either because I don't know how we could ever build anything to be strong enough to go to like the bottom of the ocean. The Marianas Trench?
Yes? Question mark.
I'm not sure. You might be right, but I don't think so. That's really deep. Maybe James Cameron did it.
I
Vinny,
thought Elvin was like that's why it became famous.
I don't know. Google
They
it.
send drones down there, but they don't really have nobody that's actually went down there.
Well,
So they can send a drone all the way down
they
there?
have the deep water subs, Elvin and shit like that, which they've gone and done, surface studies and stuff.
Yeah, they got and then they do have some deep water divers that go down to like 2,000 feet, but they go down in a capsule and they actually stay down there for like weeks at a time doing underwater welding.
Oh,
Because it's
I
safer
love
for them
watching
to
that.
stay in a pod down at 2,000 feet than it is for them to come up and down every day.
How do I explain siphoning a fish tank? I
Gravity.
don't know. What do you mean? Well, no, not gravity, density. I think it's density because I'm not a great believer in it. I don't think the theory of gravity is what they say it is. I don't think because we're a big thing, we're a big planet, things are just sucked to us yet. It knows enough to hold a 180-pound person down, yet a butterfly can fly. I think it's density. If you're lighter than air, so you're gonna go in the air. If you're heavier than air, you're gonna be on the ground like a brick. In water, it has to do with buoyancy in water. If you're
Density has to do with water. I mean, in the air, it has to do with gravity.
I don't know if it's what gravity. We're spinning one way, that should throw us outward. Where does the downward force come from with centrifugal force?
Center of Earth, magnetic pull.
I'm not a big. I don't. Well, okay. The way I best describe that is if you're at the equator, you're spinning at 1,300 miles an hour, 30 miles a second. So you have that outward force that wants to throw you off the planet. Yet we have the magnetic field that's pulling you in. Yeah, that same magnetic field, the same pressure should be on you when you're at the North Pole. And if you're at the North Pole, you're not spinning at all, basically. It's like being in the middle of a merry-go-round.
Well, they already proven that you're lighter on the North Pole or the South Pole than you are at the
Not
equator.
noticeably. You should actually be crushed by gravity if gravity is what people are saying it is. I think if you're heavier than air, like you'll come to the ground.
Yeah.
You're spinning at the same speed, you just can't feel it. How come there's never been an experiment that proves that we're spinning? The Aries failure and there's a couple other experiments that prove that we're not. You can take. I didn't skip over anybody's comments. Hold on, Ricky. I want to get to yours in a minute. No way. I didn't skip over.
American undersea explorer Victor Vescovo has become the first person to dive to the deepest points of the Earth's 5 oceans.
That is awesome.
August 24th, 2019, 5,550 meters.
Whoa.
18,208.66 feet into the Mallory Deep, the lowest point in the icy Arctic Ocean.
Whoa, that dude's got some balls. You're spinning at the same speed, you just can't feel it. Yeah, like I said, if you
take Challenger Deep expedition to the Marianas Trench in May recorded 10,927 meters.
That's pretty good.
35,853 feet.
I didn't know we can go that deep. I got to be honest.
And that was a manned submersible. One of those deep water tubs with like the little small circle windows and stuff.
Yeah, they got to be circular and bubbled out a little bit, right? Isn't that what keeps the pressure?
Well, I know they have to be circular. They found that out with planes. Because the first commercial airplane had square windows. And they were square-ish. They were still rounded corners, but they were square. and they were
picture it double
cracking.
wide with fucking wings.
It was the Constellation. It was a four propeller plane
Not really.
All right.
with the
Ricky,
boom tail.
Ricky wants to know, and I so saving this question. What are your thoughts on the Bermuda
Might
Triangle?
hang out till around midnight or so and see what it do.
What are your thoughts on the Bermuda Triangle? I definitely think something's going on down there. I'm not sure if it's giant methane bubbles, if there's a methane leak underneath that comes up,
Earth farts. Got him.
or that has to do with or there's a magnetical, like there's a ley line, and there's a magnetical thing that kind of just gives an EMP. But that wouldn't work with the old planes.
Oh shit! Did you hear about the new EMP?
What up, Aqua Balls? Did I hear about what?
The EMP attacks.
Where?
They're cooking people.
Where at?
Where?
They're like all over.
Portchester?
Supposedly one got out right outside the White House. Got one.
Okay.
We can make our own. You just need a microwave. You can make an EMP.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's a portable microwave.
Yep. Yeah, you can do that. Now, see, we could have protected this whole country like 6, 7, 8 years ago for like very little money against an EMP attack, but we decided not to. A high altitude plane's lifespan for its body is dictated most by the number of times the cabin is pressurized. Yeah, because a lot of those, that's the aluminum. The aluminum and the rivets. It's aluminum just only takes so much. It's not like steel. So what do you think about the Bermuda Triangle? There's another one too, the Devil's Triangle or something like that. There's supposed to be, yeah, dude. There's so much stuff that goes on we don't understand, that we can't explain. I like those ghost ships though. When a ghost ship shows up, like the boat that nobody's seen. It's like Vampire in Brooklyn. I like that movie. I don't care. Those things are creepy as hell. Where they just sailing across the ocean, and the things we find on those ships, and the ships there's still dead bodies down there.
They just found a new species of whale.
Yeah.
You know, a new species of pilot whale that they've never seen before, and there's thousands of them.
Dude,
They've never been seen before. Just discovered in like 2013.
You
get thousands of whales that nobody ever seen before, just be nationally discovered. I mean, think about the possibilities of anything being out there. You know,
you're gonna say Bigfoot.
No, we don't know jack shit about what's going on with this planet.
No,
we're saying we do. We don't.
It's kind of better off that we don't know though, because now some a-hole's gonna go out and try to hunt those whales.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Hey, I need oil for my lights.
It's ridiculous. No, they find so many new species every year that we didn't even know about. They just
seriously, because they did a blitz in Chicago where the old iron foundry thing was right by the river or by the lake, and it's been gone for I don't know how many years, but they did a blitz there and they found 5 new species that they didn't even know was even Illinois or in this area, and a total of like 1,050 species of animals in this industrial, grown over industrial area.
It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And we think we know everything. Imagine
you don't know shit.
Imagine all the species that have existed then died out. Yeah, exactly. But that if you go by evolution, then that's supposed to happen. Survival of the fittest. So you really can't complain about it.
Yeah, I mean, everything changes so much, so fast, and you never seen what was there before, and now there's even more new shit there that haven't been seen before. I mean, the shit it's constant evolution.
I want to see something really crazy though. I want to see a dinosaur somewhere. or a
How do we know that the
pterodactyl.
new species are not evolution?
What is that? No, because they've been there. They've been that species forever.
How do
We've
you
just
know
never
they've
seen
been
them.
there? If we just
Dude,
found them, how do you know they've been there?
Where
Maybe
did
they're
they
new.
come from then?
They're
What do you
new.
mean new? How does new happen?
They might be
Where
only
did-
20 years old.
Where does that
Maybe
DNA
that
come
species
from?
was,
Where-
evolution,
where-
and they've only been around for 20 years, and that's the first time we're
no.
seeing them.
You can have species adapt.
Maybe.
Like you can have a whale turn into a whole bunch of different kind of whales, but a whale's not going to turn into a shark. This is never going to happen. The DNA is not there.
I'm not
The
sure,
DNA
Ricky, what it's called.
The DNA in every animal, everything has to be tit for tat exact, or you end up with.
Well,
with
who
a
says
mutation.
that? You keep using examples like that. A whale into a shark. Who says it's that?
Yeah,
Maybe it's a
That's
whale
what
into a different
macro-
whale.
that's adaptation. That is variance in this, like dogs. Look at how many different dogs we got from a wolf. It's still a dog, dude. It will never be a cat. Micro evolution is adaptation, which of course there's adaptation. Duh. But macro evolution is the changing of a species to another species over long periods of time. That is fucking nonsense. I believe more that aliens came down and did something
So wait.
than that.
Okay.
Look at it.
As
Look
an
at everything
example,
Yes.
what if a caterpillar always was a caterpillar, and then all of a
Yes.
sudden, mutation and stuff happens, and now it goes into a cocoon, changes into a totally different animal, which is a butterfly that flies.
No, it's not a totally different animal. The DNA was always in the caterpillar to become just like when we're in the womb at the beginning. We look more reptilian than we do now because that's the DNA that's in us. That's what
I thought we
pineal
looked like a
gland-
chicken.
Yeah, either way, you can call it a chicken. Some people call it a reptilian, whatever.
Some
But
people say the chicken are related to the actual dinosaurs, the raptors.
Well, no. Yes
See,
and
now
no.
that can make
Birds
sense to me.
in general are related to dinosaurs. That is a fact. The
Fact?
bone structure and all that stuff.
Yep.
is that a fact, or is it just a fact that they're similar bone structure?
Well, I'm
'Cause
pretty
we
sure.
don't really know.
I'm pretty
Like you
sure
just
they've
said-
figured it out. Yeah.
Oh, do I believe in Darwin's theory? No. Darwin was an asshole, all right? His brother was a eugenicist,
Yes.
and he was a dummy. All
Yes,
right?
you do. You
Darwin-
believe in Darwin. You believe in survival of the
Darwin's-
fittest.
No, I would like survival of the fittest, but I don't believe it's a natural happenstance. I don't believe Darwin's theory. Do you know what Darwin's book was called? It was called The Preservation of Favored Races was in the title of his book. That dude is a piece of garbage, racist idiot. All right? Yes,
Darwin
birds
had
are
a
going
lot
to
of books, though.
birds are going to develop different beaks, but a bird is never going to develop a freaking a tail like a zebra. All right? Each to its own kind. That's why you can breed certain animals together and you cannot breed other animals together. All right? We can't have sex with a chimpanzee right now and have a humanzee. They tried it in World War II. Stalin tried it. It doesn't work. All right? And the fact that they do that lie, that's a lie where they say that we're 98% chimpanzee.
How
No,
do
it's
you
about-
know it can't be done?
it-
Have you
because
tried
I
having sex with
understand-
a monkey?
Dude, I'm not going there.
But
This is
you're
it. I'm not going there.
okay. Well, no. See, I'm trying to make a point. You're claiming you're believing what someone else says while saying
No,
what
I'm
someone
telling
else
you
says
it cannot
is
happen. It cannot happen. Okay? And when we do make it happen, like a donkey, we get a burro that cannot reproduce, or we get the liger. There are no
Tiger muskie?
mutations. All right. Another thing is that where is a positive mutation? Where have you seen a positive mutation in nature? The only positive
I'm too
mutation they've
goddamn
seen-
sober to be on this fucking show.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're gonna wrap it up in a little while, but anyway, the only positive mutation in nature with humans is the fact that they say that people with sickle cell anemia cannot get malaria. Well, the reason they can't get malaria is because malaria doesn't want to mess. They're already so messed up with sickle cell, till malaria doesn't know what to do with it. That's not a positive mutation. We've gotten weaker. Our DNA is degrading.
well, sickle
What about
cell
the-
isn't a mutation.
finish.
I thought it was a
Let me-
disease.
No, that's not what I said. I said the
Same
mutation.
fucking
The
shit.
mutation is the fact that you can't one positive mutation. Where have we gotten stronger? Where have we gotten smarter? Where have we evolved? All right, the horseshoe crab where is the evolution going on every day? We should see
Can't
animals
see it every
slowly
day because it's
changing.
happened too goddamn slowly.
No.
Yeah, and you're not
it's
looking
not
at the same
happening.
thing always.
We're having adaptation. We are
Maybe
not
what
having,
we consider a species is the evolution.
Dude, do you understand the beginning? There was a big bang.
I'm just thinking
and
outside
then-
the box now.
And then the earth coalesced, and then we had an acid ocean, and something dropped in it, and then everything sprung out of that single cell. Come on.
That was a good hit of acid.
Well,
Really?
no, I think something like that could have happened, but it happened multiple places on the planet at roughly at the same time, and each area would have developed into its own thing. So, say in
look at
Chicago,
this.
you get horses. In Tennessee, that
Yeah.
produced cows. In Tampa, that maybe produced the mud skipper. Or no, maybe a better thing for the mud skipper would have been Louisiana, because it's a swampy area. A lot.
No, we
Look
reproduced
at this.
alligator.
Look, yes, alligators, they all come from the same family. An alligator is never going to turn into a kitten. Doesn't matter how many billions of years we wait. That's what macroevolution is. Macroevolution is the changing of a species to another species. It doesn't happen. Now, humans, Cro-Magnons, Neanderthals, Denisovians,
Well, okay, they
You all
have
share it
record of the dinosaur. It had long legs, and then as time went on, the dinosaurs got shorter to the ground. They had shorter legs. They got more
Adaptation.
small.
adaptation.
That would be okay.
That would be. That
But
doesn't
they were a
mean
different species.
you've never. A Tyrannosaurus Rex never turned into a pterodactyl.
Yeah,
Right? Now
but
they say that dinosaurs have
dinosaurs.
feathers
I
to
can't
begin
remember
with.
what
Every
the first
dinosaur
dinosaur-
could have dreams. I gotta go, fellas.
Yes.
I gotta get off here.
Yeah, brother.
Have a good night.
All right. See y'all later.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having me up,
Thank you,
man.
Chubbs.
Later.
All right, brother.
I'm just thinking of the. I can't remember what the dinosaur's name was. It started with a D. It was a short-legged lizard, had the big, sail fin on its back.
Okay.
They
Yeah, I know the one you're talking
that
about.
happened because there was like 3 stages of dinosaurs. That was in the third stage, but they on the second stage it was bigger, and on the first stage it was like I'm throwing a name out there, Brontosaurus. It wasn't a Brontosaurus, but it was a much bigger,
I know
had
the one
longer
I know the
legs.
one
It was
you're
a
talking
bigger
about.
animal. They as time went on, they got smaller, and each stage they considered it a totally different species.
Yes, but not a different genus. Species is species. Yeah, that's fine. Look at dogs. Look at how many dogs we got from a wolf.
Well,
But
that's
try
what
to make
evolution is. It's species.
No, that's microevolution.
Microevolution is
Not-
species.
Do yourself a favor. Google the definition of macroevolution, okay, and then see what that is. That's all I'm saying is macroevolution. Look at how many times we bred dogs, but we've never been able to breed them with a cat or a fish or anything other than a wolf type. Anything in that genus, we cannot mix it with. That's all. That's what it comes down to. Something did something. To make things the way they are. I don't think it happened naturally over millions and millions of years. That's all I'm saying. And we really don't know how to date anything anyway, because carbon dating is inaccurate, and radio, what is that?
Microevolution, evolutionary
No.
change within a species
Yes,
or small group
100%.
of organisms, especially
Yes.
over a short period.
yes, perfect. That works 100. Yes, that exists 1,000%. Now do macroevolution. Macro.
That is macro.
No, you said micro.
Oh, I'm sorry. MICRO. EVOLU.
That's
Yeah.
micro. MAC. Macro. Yeah, that one's the one you can't really swallow. Macroevolution. So they don't turn into
Okay,
zombies. So
so
only if they
macro
watch
is
cable.
bullshit. Major
Thank you.
evolutionary change. The term applies mainly to the evolution of a whole taxonomic. Wait. Yeah, taxonomic groups over long periods of times. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Thank
I
you.
don't
That's
think
all I'm
that's
saying.
right.
That's all I'm saying.
See,
The
that's where I'm getting. You're saying
Yeah.
Mike. You're saying macro, and
Yes.
I'm automatically registering it as
The adaptation.
Micro.
That's 100%. But you can see that. You can visibly
Okay.
see that. But you don't see, like, look at the lungfish. We've known about those forever. They're not coming up on land and walking around. Doesn't matter how long we wait. They're going to be lungfish forever. They might be bigger. Look, back in the day, we had a lot more oxygen. The sap samples from the trees tell us there was 30% more oxygen. The mosquitoes were goddamn 4 feet, but they were still mosquitoes. That mosquito didn't turn into a rhinoceros. So something with intelligent
Well, I don't know
design
if they were that
to
big.
me-
Maybe they were a rhinoceros.
Rhinoceroses are mean. Okay. We're like the flower horn to the aliens that modified the hominid that was on this planet originally. You know what? 100%. I agree with that.
Well, if we do really have satellites up in space, and if we do really have the amount they're claiming, the aliens will never come here because it's all they will literally see, like on their scanners, is a giant junk pile.
That's my whole point with that whole thing. Like when you're in the shuttle, those pictures they show in the shuttle or in the space station, and you're looking out over the Earth, you should see all that.
Yes. Well, first of all, if you're in the shuttle looking down at the Earth, you wouldn't see any satellites because the satellites would still be above you.
Listen, in the space station, it's a globe. It's a ball, right? It's a ball. So when you look out over it, you're looking at the periphery too. You're not just looking straight down. You're looking out over the periphery of the ball. In your when you look up a little bit, you should see. How come they can show you a picture of one satellite but not all the other satellites? You're seeing it infinitely. You're seeing it in space. You must be able to see them. Giant bugs made giant birds. And the walking catfish has not changed. That thing is still the same as it was millions of years ago. It's just smaller. It hasn't changed. It didn't actually grow legs and feet and just. I never went out dancing with a walking catfish. And bugs are
you
bugs.
hope not.
A bug is never going to be a bird. Ricky, I believe. I don't know if I believe that there are aliens.
Well, I don't know.
Other planets.
If a bug is that big, I don't call it a bug anymore. I will call it a bird because of the size.
But would it need feathers?
If a mosquito was 4 feet, that's not a bug anymore. That's a bird. A really ugly bird, but that's a bird.
It doesn't have feathers. It's a really big insect. It doesn't have feathers. Doesn't a bird need to have feathers? I thought. Is that part of what makes it a bird? No, look at birds. You have, I'll say, 1 million types of birds. I agree, 100%. Some birds, it could be the same species, and depending on where they live, of course, they adapt.
Well, aliens would have to be real. We have to be really stupid to think we're the only life in the whole gigaverse or whatever.
Are they aliens that are getting in a ship and flying from billions and billions, or are they interdimensional?
Maybe.
Are they interdimensional? That's all I'm saying.
Just think of it this way: in the grand scheme of things, in the galactic age, humans might be like 2 years old.
Or we might be the base civilization.
Yeah, that's another thing. We might be the first ones.
If you listen to Elon Musk and they talk about simulation theory, and a lot of the scientists that talk about simulation theory say that if we're not the base civilization, if we're not the first ones, then we're already, most likely, odds are, scientifically, we are in a simulation. It's Elon Musk. I didn't say it.
Oh,
Right.
so
Well, he's a creepy dude, but whatever.
smart people do say stupid things.
Well, how do we know it's stupid, though? I mean, look at what we can do on a computer now with The Sims and things like that now in VR, virtual reality, and so take
Well,
that.
if we're in a simulation, then someone had to build that simulation.
Yes, 100%. I believe in intelligent design no matter what anybody says. None of this is random. There's too much into it for it to be random. It's like a watch. You take one part out of a watch, it doesn't work. It would be like putting all the parts of a 747 in a field, letting a tornado come through, and all of a sudden you got a completed plane. It doesn't happen. The law of information is information only comes from an intelligent source. Information is data. Our DNA is DNA. What came first, the bee or the pollen? You know, what came first, us or our gut bacteria? Or did it happen with an intelligent design? Who knows? Who knows? I just don't believe the whole random thing. The whole random thing makes me feel like we're just insignificant and we should just wait to die.
Well,
What
we
is
are
the
all
purpose of it
insignificant.
all?
I mean,
What is
seriously.
the purpose of it all? I know what the purpose is. There's a 7-year-old alien kid that has so much power that he's just watching us like we watch The Sims. Like in a Twilight Zone episode.
We're the reality TV. We're like the ultimate reality TV show.
Mm-hmm. And there's millions of simulations just like us going on all the time.
It's a science experiment.
Look what we do now. Our government does millions of simulations just to see how we're going to react to things. They do millions of those with computers just to see how are we going to react to this, how are we going to react to that. We are sitting in a cosmic vastness of emptiness. I don't even know
What do
any
you
of
think
that.
of Apophis?
What?
What do you think of Apophis in 2029?
What is that? What is that? Tell me.
The asteroid, meteor, or whatever.
Oh. Who knows?
It's supposed to get like with it. I mean, literally, like scrape our atmosphere close.
How do they know that, though? I mean, do I really believe them when they say that?
Well,
I mean,
according to them, our moon is like 238,000 238,000 miles, roughly.
I thought it was 280,000. Just saying. I thought it was 280,000 miles.
So, yeah, well, regardless, 200 and something thousand miles. This thing's going to get like within 15% of that. I mean, it's going to be really on our side of the line.
If it's big enough, we're all dead.
Yeah.
But we should notice that way before it happens. That should have effects on the planets and everything. Is the moon real or was it put there? You know, they're ancient texts where they talk about a day there was no moon.
Which one?
And it was put there. The moon, our moon.
We have two of them up until a couple days ago.
What do you mean we had two of them?
We had a moon is a orbiting object of a planet. We had two moons. We captured like this asteroid thingy, and it was orbiting like the moon.
No, we're talking about the moon with Jackie Gleason's face on it from the honeymoon. Is the moon. The one where Neil Armstrong didn't go to. That one. We're talking about that moon. The actual moon. Now, even
I don't know.
NASA
I've
said
been in there, so I can't say.
Even NASA says it rung like a bell.
Yeah.
They did say that. Some people say that it was a base and it's hollow on the inside. Some people say that.
There's been a lot of crazy shit happening with the moon that because of the technology we've been seeing. We got the hologram thing. We got the lights on the surface.
Oh, the lunar glitch, the
lunar glitch, the wave.
Yeah.
We got the
777.
We got the lights. We got they have actually seen the moon shake also. On top of the wave, they've seen an earth like a shake.
They are saying that Mars was so close to Earth at one time, 2,000 years ago, it made the plagues of Egypt happen. Yeah, you know what? Something out of all the planets around Venus, Venus is the closest to us. Like we can actually exist in the atmosphere. We can, as people, without any gear, exist in the high atmosphere. It's going
No,
to
we
be hot.
can't.
It's going to be like 110 degrees, more than we can with Mars. Mars doesn't have a magnetic
Yeah.
a magnetic field like Venus. Venus looks like it was hit. There's a big scar on it, looks like it was moved. And the Kuiper belt looks like the remnants of an old planet. If you really look at it.
I honestly say, yeah, we might still have a 10th planet.
We might have more. It depends on what we call a planet now.
I still call Pluto a planet because that's like a grandfathered in thing.
And then there's Ceres.
I consider Ceres a planet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing with science nowadays. That's a matter of opinion instead of scientific fact. They like to,
Well,
vacillate
to
on
me,
things
I
like
was
that.
taught a planet has a fixed orbit. It's not an erratic orbit. It would be a fixed orbit. And that's what Sirius and Pluto have.
Mhm.
Every orbit doesn't change. Like an asteroid, every orbit will be different because
Now,
it's
there's
just
also-
wobbling through. But Sirius is always on the specific plane it runs on. This plane doesn't wobble on the axis of the sun.
Now they're saying something happened on Mars, and we can tell there was a some kind of cataclysm, some kind of thing from a look. If I'm gonna go with I believe what science is saying right now. Yeah, I believe we actually sent something to Mars. And same thing. What about do you ever hear the stories about in India where there's all that glass sand, where they're saying that there was a similar to a nuclear explosion thousands of years ago there that caused all that? Do we think we're the first people here? I mean, is that even true? Do we even know that? Are we the first people here?
I guarantee you we're the second carnation of whatever. We're at least the second carnation. Because we did not build the pyramids. The pyramids were already built when we came.
The mound builders. Have you ever looked into the mound builders in North America, like in Ohio and all over? Or if you back in the day where they when the Spanish explorers showed up down in South America and they asked what were those people? Anyway, they asked them who
I know.
built these
We have
mounds.
mounds in downtown Rockford.
Yes.
They did a park around it. We actually still have mounds in downtown. They obliterated a bunch of them, but we kept some of them.
Allegedly, those are built by the giants, and they're underneath. Those were built by the giants. Remember, if we had higher oxygen and things like that, that's not so feasible. I mean, there were skeletons that are 12 foot tall, 9 foot tall. Just they didn't have Yao Ming disease or whatever, Sean Bradley disease, gigantism.
They didn't put GMOs and hormones and crap in their body.
No, 100%. But dude, my grandfather would kick my ass right now.
They didn't have
He's
Twinkies.
90 years old. No, Twinkies have been around forever. God created Earth, then he created Twinkies. Yeah, Planet Nibiru or Planet X, or in the Bible it's called Wormwood. That thing is supposed to be on a huge elliptical orbit, and we're actually
that runs on the opposite, like a 90-degree plane from everything else, pretty much.
And some people are saying that we're starting to feel those effects on the outer planets, like Neptune.
Well, dude, okay, so stuff happens that we just can't explain.
Ricky, there were giants. I don't know what to tell anybody. There were
Remember that asteroid that made the big hullabaloo because it was along the cigar-shaped asteroid?
Oh, wait, they're saying that's a thing, though. It's not even an asteroid. What is that called?
I can't remember what it's called, but the thing about it is, once it passed us and went around the moon, when it was exiting, it actually sped up.
Yeah.
How the hell does that happen?
Dude, exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. How do those... I don't have an answer, but it does bring up questions, you know? I mean...
Well, supposedly we're going to be... I read something. I didn't read it, but I saw the headline that our sun's going to be crossed by another sun.
They do. The ancient texts do talk about two suns sometimes, too. We're in a binary. There are videos about that, too. We're in a binary system. There's so much going on. Dude, I don't even understand how I can see the moon and the sun in the same fucking sky. Because that means there's no moon where it's dark. You know? Have you ever seen the videos?
What are you talking about?
You can see the sun and the moon in the same
Yeah.
sky. All right.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it supposed to be dark somewhere where there's a moon? I thought it was moon.
They have a new moon.
The new moon. Where they get it
No,
from Walmart?
there's times where the moon goes behind the horizon.
Have you ever seen clouds behind the moon?
Clouds behind the moon?
Yeah. Trust me, it's a rabbit
No.
hole you don't want to go down. You don't want to go down it. All right. Let's bring it back to more. The moon is illuminated. And allegedly that illumination is from the sun, right?
Yeah.
But the moon gives off a cool light. The light from the moon is cool. Is the moon illuminated by itself, or is it illuminated by the sun?
It's reflected light.
Yeah, but it should still reflect a heat. It's reflecting a heated light. So just like when you reflect anything, it shouldn't be cooler. All right, here's an even better question. Remember the eclipse we had? The American eclipse is what they call it.
Yeah.
And it went through the middle of America. I think it was 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it says the shadow was 70 miles wide. We'll even say 80 just to be generous.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't remember that, but
You can look it up.
So,
Whenever is a shadow smaller than the object casting the shadow? How'd you think about that one? Think about a shadow.
Well,
It's either the same size or bigger, the shadow. It's never smaller because of the way a shadow works. So either...
you do know the moon is smaller than the sun, right?
That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, well, no.
The sun is at 93 million
yeah,
miles.
it does. But bear with me. The moon is smaller than the sun.
Mhm. Yes.
So
Yes.
the light will penetrate. The light is not coming exactly from the same height source as the moon. It's coming from above. So you're now shining on an angle over the north and south pole. So you're gonna the shadow
Is never smaller.
smaller.
Than the object. No, science. No, the shadow is never smaller than the object casting the shadow.
Yeah, it is.
Because the object's here, it blocks the light. No, it's not. Go look.
When I throw a ball in the air, the shadow gets smaller as the ball goes higher into the air. No,
That's because you're farther away from
It gets bigger.
from it. That's because you're farther away from it. The shadow is never smaller. If you take any object and shine a flashlight on it from behind, the shadow will be the same size or bigger. That's all I'm saying. That's how shadows work. I'm an artist, dude. I know how to draw. I took those classes, all that shit for perspective. And look, it doesn't mean anything. It just means the moon's a little smaller than they said it was, or that was a fake eclipse.
well, no, the moon is moving also.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. A shadow is a shadow. It's how it is.
If the moon used to be close, it would completely block the sun out. Then,
glad
if
you brought that
if the moon moves farther away, you'll then on a total eclipse, you'll then get the ring of fire. If it moves even farther away, it'll be the same thing as when Mars
Yeah.
crosses the sun. It's just a dot. So are you saying
got it.
not Mars, Mercury? So are you
Mercury.
saying Mercury is just a pinhead of a dot? No, it's a huge ass planet. The shadow would be smaller than the planet itself. Because we don't even see the effects of the eclipse of Mercury against the sun.
There is no eclipse of that. See,
An
that's
eclipse,
the one thing. That's
an
the one
eclipse
thing
is something going in front of the other.
yeah, but it's also the fact that our moon and the sun line up perfectly, even at the distances.
But that's where it used to. But the moon is The moon is going farther and farther away from the Earth as time goes on.
It is.
So
every year.
Now,
Hold on.
more and more of the sun will show, and the shadow of the object will get smaller and smaller.
No.
The farther something is away from the farther something is away from the paper, the smaller the shadow is going to be. Because the light will bend around the object, in a sense.
Now light bends. No, we got to do an experiment on that.
No.
I'm going to say we got to see that.
It doesn't bend. It doesn't, because it's okay. So if you have a light source that is producing a light a foot tall, and you have an object that's only 6 inches tall, right in the middle of the light source, the light will be the top of the light will be illuminating from the north on an angle going down. So now, like, North America will be lit from the top of the light, and same with the bottom.
Without
drawing it,
we're talking about something that's 93 million miles away, allegedly, which I don't think it's 93 million miles away. I don't think any of the sizes are exact. I don't think any of the distances are exact. I think we're just making that shit up as we go along. I'm not saying that things don't exist. I'm just saying
I don't know. I think I will, like, the scientific data that we got back from, like, the people that originally found the planet.
Let me ask you one
what's
question.
His name? Plato. The old guy, the old ancient guy. I believe his shit.
Vinny. That's the old ancient guy, Vinny. Let me ask you this. You know the moon's moving away. We just talked about that. When did it start? Has it always been moving away?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it came from us.
Okay. So basically, yeah, because it had to. Because if you go back in time 4.5 billion years,
the moon came from the Earth.
They say the moon's 4 point something billion years old, right?
So yeah, roughly.
And if you take the amount it's moving away now, and you reverse that, you go backwards and bring it back, it goes right through the Earth. And it's that math doesn't work either. How does gravity affect fish? That's what I want to know. You think fish know there's gravity? What happened? Where'd you go?
I'm having a little teapot moment.
I'm just saying the moon would the time doesn't line up. I'm just saying the math doesn't line up. I'm not saying.
What are you talking about? It doesn't line up. You just said it lines up perfectly. It comes from us.
No, but it would have blown through. It would have the time still. How do I put it? If it came from
an asteroid came in and hit the Earth and literally, like, split the fucker in half. And the ejected shit made the moon.
Then 4.5 million years. 4.5
you trace it back. It comes from us.
But not 4.5 million years ago. If you use the math, it might be a billion years ago, but not 4.5.
Who was there to see it?
Take how far away it's moving. Every year. Go backwards with that 4.5 billion years.
Yeah.
And wait till you see the point when it hits the Earth. That point when it hits the Earth isn't 4.5 billion years. It's probably maybe a billion years. That's all I'm saying. If you actually use the math to go backwards and do it.
I did that once, though. in
You
Celestia.
smashed, you smashed the moon? You made a moon? That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, hold on. You got
Dude,
yourself
have
an
you ever played with
Oxalotl?
Celestia? You would like Celestia.
I just argue with it. I would just argue with it. Hold on.
Seriously.
Let's get back to fish for 1 second, please.
No, real quick. Celestia is a 3D model of the universe. You would love it.
Oh my God, you think? Casual Aquatics got an Oxalotl. I have one too. What kind did you get? Mine is green. I call him Oxy because I'm really not creative when it comes to names whatsoever.
Speaking of axolotls, my neighbor has one. Wants to get rid of it. So if you're in the Rockford area, yeah.
Why don't you take it?
I don't want that piece of crap.
What do you mean, piece of crap? Those things are awesome. Hello, 503 Aquatics. Good to see you.
Not my Vegeta.
Yeah,
Give me
everybody.
Give me my Limas.
Everybody drop links, and I hope everybody's met 503 Aquatics. I think I found her on Instagram. Which,
Give me my humpback and my black belly Limas and my the next one I want to get. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Limia vividia or something like that.
Yeah, see, those are the words I can't say. The Oxalotls are great, dude. I love mine. He's in just a little tank all by himself, just swimming. He's gotten big too. He's gotten big. I had 2 of them, but I had to give one away because one was getting picked on. One was getting picked on. Oh, it's an albino. See, albino fish freak me out. I'm gonna be honest. Albino fish freak me out. I've never had it, other than the white Oscars with the orange on them. I can't do like albino catfish,
Albino angelfish look cool.
I told you I've never had an angelfish, ever. They scare me. They don't scare me because I think they're gonna be like mean. They scare me because of those long. They look so delicate, even though I know they're not. I've never had one.
You have a problem with Grammies?
I had a giant gourami that turned into be a real jerk.
But they have the same point. I mean, theirs is even more.
That was a rescue.
Delicate.
That was a rescue.
You know, their little feeler thingies.
Yeah, no, that freaks me out. That and albino fish. Just like when you walk into a place and you see an albino for real, it's like I don't care how you take a step back and go, whoa, you know. Ricky, you would love an axolotl. They are so cool. My wife hates the red eyes in albinos. Yeah, like those little mice with the red eyes from the science fiction movies. No.
It's like every single photograph from the 1980s.
Yeah, I know. Especially where everybody's all messed up.
No, I'm sorry, with a flash. Any photograph taken with a flash.
Those old Polaroids where you had to click in the flash up on top.
The 110 films, yeah.
No, a casual. I do not use a chiller. I don't really need one in the basement. I never get that high a temperature, thank God. If I was in a garage or something, or maybe on a second floor, if I was on the second floor in my house, I would have to have the air conditioner on all the time. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you for dropping the link. No, do you use a chiller? I think it all depends. I don't really get much of a temperature variation in here. I have 2 tanks without heaters down here, which I have another rescue in. I have a pumpkin. It's like a sunny. I don't know. It's like a native fish around here, and he's a pond fish. So I just have him without a heater.
Something tells me it's a pumpkin sunfish or something like that.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. But they call them sunnies up here. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, he's in a tank by himself.
That's like a fishing fish.
Yes, yeah, that's what it is. But for some reason, they had it in a fish tank, and they brought it to me in a bucket, so I just took it.
Shit, I had tiger muskie. My brother had tiger muskie.
Oh, I would like to do a native tank up here.
They're rough. You can't do it in a glass tank.
No?
No. I don't
They're
even
that
think.
bad?
I mean, you got to do it in like a cinder block tank or something to that effect. Them the tiger muskie noses. Oh, they will go through.
Yeah, does anybody know about chillers in the saltwater aquariums?
What about them?
Like, where would you need one? I mean, what do your temperatures got to get to? They got to get up into the 80s, right? Before you would need a
Well,
chiller? Or is it
some
for
of
a
the
reef
cold water
system?
stuff is like 60s. A chiller is to get it down to like 60.
Oh, now I see what you're saying. Yep, now I see what you're saying.
Like jellyfish. Some jellyfish need the cold water.
Dude, I looked into that with the jellyfish aquariums. Those things look, I would love to be in a
I
planetarium.
actually built a jellyfish aquarium when I worked at Living Sea Aquarium.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now, how did you build it?
It was a giant ball on the inside. It was a square tank that we had to make special things that went. I mean, I don't even know what to call them. Special inserts that went into the corner, right? To make it completely rounded. It had no right angles. Everything was a rounded angle.
Reason. Those things are amazing. I've been watching. I think in one of my videos I showed one. It opened up a jar to get inside and get a crayfish or something. I mean, it opened.
That's an octopus.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, whatever. I had too much to drink, I guess.
Jellyfish are like the man of wars and shit. You know.
Yeah. They sting you and you pee on your foot, which doesn't work. I can imagine being in a planetarium just saying everything is not done mathematically right. Yeah, exactly. Why else would I go there? It's the same thing when I go see a movie. They just pick it apart. Like that
you can't do that with that car.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh my God! Look! Just go back to Star Wars. Oh my God! Could the stormtroopers be any worse of a shot? They missed everybody. Like there's 1,000 stormtroopers and they couldn't shoot anybody. Come on, get out of here. Seahorses. Now that's something. Has anybody had seahorses? They have one at my local fish store. I just
I did the whole saltwater thing.
What do you mean?
From what I know, I was the first person to do anything less than a 55. I proved that you could do saltwater in a 10-gallon tank.
Oh, you can.
Back in the 90s. I was the first. No one did it before me, though.
In the 90s?
Yeah.
You sure? All right. Well, I was the first guy to wear a T-shirt over a thermal. I did that in the 80s.
There you go.
Before the grunge thing came in.
Everyone I talked to, and I was calling like overseas to everyone. Nope, no, you can't do saltwater in less than a 55. They said. You want the amount of water in case something goes bad. You have enough time to catch up.
You do. It just depends. I have a 10-gallon saltwater. I have a 55-gallon saltwater. I have a 20 long saltwater, plus the 20 long at work. So, yeah, I'm so scared. Have you had seahorses though? Because they don't last that long, do they?
I had mine for maybe 2-3 years.
Hello.
Hey,
nice to see you. 503 Aquatics. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well.
Welcome.
I had to hop up here because you guys are talking about axolotls, and now you're talking about saltwater. And I just wanted to chime in and say that my very first fish tank was a saltwater fish tank, and it was a 5-gallon fish tank.
Your first one? Wait, way to jump in. What did you have in it?
My very first fish tank. I had clownfish.
Nice. Was that and Finding Nemo?
And crabs and snails. It was more like Losing Nemo, but yes. My first pair of clownfish I lost completely, and then my second pair of clownfish outgrew the tank, so they're in a 20 now.
So you have saltwater and freshwater?
Yes, I have saltwater and freshwater. Both.
Yeah, me too. I can't resist. There's certain things in saltwater you just not gonna. I don't have any coral though, because that's too much. It's too much. coral
It's worse
and
than a
reef
boat.
systems.
Like it's like bust out another 1,000. I mean, it's just, and they die so easily, and you get this like inch in circumference piece of coral for like $80, and then you watch it go home and slowly melt over a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
listen,
I
my
mean,
my buddy
it's not
Dan.
always that way, but
Dude, I
Well,
mean,
for me it is.
literally, when I did mine, I spent probably 1,000% more on equipment than the actual tanks and stuff. UV light, protein skimmer, special, because back then, two bulb fluorescent lights were really hard to come by. You had to buy a special light, and it had two U-shaped compact fluorescents, one white and one blue.
right?
Just
Mini.
since you're bringing up the lights, I have my first fish tank, my first 55-gallon I got it, I'm saying 25 years ago at Petland Discount. The tank is the one with the arowana I use in my videos. It still has the original fluorescent bulbs in it.
I got
It's
some
been
fluorescent bulb hoods.
Oh, wow.
Well over 20 years, and I've never had to replace the bulbs.
Oh, the original bulb you still have. Oh,
The
damn.
original
That's good.
bulbs, dude. I'm gonna
You
put
got
it in
clean
the
power
museum
then.
soon.
Well, but here's the
I
thing.
hope
You
so.
probably, unless you've checked it with a par meter, it's probably time to replace it, because even though it still looks bright, it dulls over
Yeah.
time and you lose so many lumens.
I don't have any plants. I am the Dr.
Oh, you're
Kevorkian of
good.
plants. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
the
because
doctor.
you have shitty bulbs on your tanks.
No, I actually have a little bit of duckweed growing, some Java fern, a little bit of Java moss, and I'm finally getting into it. I really want to do a planted tank. It's just I
should send you a little bit of guppy grass.
Yeah, you should.
It's snail free.
I have freshwater and saltwater puffers because I can't get enough of puffers.
Oh, I love, my first fish friend was a puffer fish at my work, and he would follow me back and forth, and I could stand there and like wiggle my finger on the glass. He was my buddy.
Hello, Ames. Nice to see you. Casual Aquatic says 503. I seen your albino axolotl on your page. How long have you had it, and do you use a chiller?
I do not use a chiller. I keep him at room temperature. I'm pretty lucky. My room is here in the basement, so it stays cool. His tank stays about 68 to 71 degrees.
You're in the basement too? Because I'm in the basement too.
I'm in the basement too. Cellar dwellers in the house.
Exactly. My kids took over the top floor, so I'm stuck in the basement, and I sleep with the fishes. But it stays. Look, the temperature stays nice in the temperature stays nice in the bedroom, in the basement, as long as you're underground. Those half basements, they get kind of hot, but I don't know. I don't have a heater in mine either. I just leave it room temperature.
The other thing is with axolotls, there's so much poop that you do. I mean, unless you figured out something I haven't, you have to do a lot more frequent water changes. And when I do that, I replace the water with cold tap water with no hot in it at all.
Yeah.
And that'll drop the temperature. And he seems to love it. Normally he poops as soon as I do that, because if you put him in cold water, they'll poop and start to go into like hibernation mode.
They are messy. They're like puffers though. They're messy. It's a water dog. It's a messy.
Yes.
They're rats. They're water rats.
No.
Water rats.
Water rats.
Yeah. They're water puppies.
I call mine Godzilla.
Mine is named Frankie after Frankie Aquatics. And if you have an axolotl and haven't checked out his channel, or if you just like the most hilarious, adorable, cutest footage on axolotls, other than my channel, of course, I highly recommend Frankie's Axolotls. He has every question answered on there that you could come up with.
Somebody dropped the link in the Discord. What's the name of the channel again?
It's Frankie's Aquatics.
Jesus, so many of us with the aquatics. Jesus, if I had only known. It's like every Benny's Aquatics, Casual Aquatics, everybody's aquatics.
Yep.
Oof.
I'm
Well,
hoping that
you know,
eventually you can
it is
just
the
search
industry.
aquatics and find the fish fan.
It pretty much can already.
Yeah, everyone that has aquatics is the fish fam.
What to say? I just started
Same
with
with
plants.
fish. Well,
Right, but
fish
I
keeping
haven't
too.
figured out how to search and find them all.
Where it takes it's almost
Just
a
because
full-time
they don't
job.
know they're part of the family doesn't mean they're not part of the family. I mean, fish keepers are fish keepers. They're all part of the family.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many. There's so. This week I dabbled in the Facebook groups a little bit. Whoa. I found one guy. He seemed like a nice guy from Utah. He had a tank. He swapped over and it was cloudy, and everybody was just trashing the guy. I sent him a side message going, "Hey, dude, I talked to him for a while. We talked about his tanks and all that, but I'm gonna do a video pretty soon on how brutal the people on Facebook are. It's like,
They're assholes.
Dude, they're so mean. The people type in, this is my first tank. Can
They're
you please
literally
give me
like,
some
this is
advice?"
how you do it, and this is the only way you do it.
Dude, that's even.
I was in
fine,
a
but
group, and they're
even-
like, dude, dump ammonia into your tank. And I'm like, dude, wait. I wouldn't dump ammonia into my tank. Oh, you would not believe how much shit I got for saying I wouldn't dump ammonia into my tank.
Oh, I did the whole fish in cycle thing, and they really didn't like the whole
Yeah,
fish
Why
in cycle
would
thing.
that's
you
how-
dump ammonia in your tank other than
That's-
to nuke it?
No, it's a brand new tank. You dump ammonia in your tank, and then that starts the cycle.
Yeah. There's the whole new dude. I see people all the time going,
With
I
no
started
fish.
my tank.
You don't do
I
fish in
mean-
the tank for 6 months, or like a month
Yeah.
or so.
No, I've heard someone go, I'm on 3 months. I'm still not ready to put fish in. I'm
Oh,
on 4
okay.
months. I'm still not ready to put fish in. And people are like, oh, it's going to. I'm an old school guy. I do a fish in cycle. I use preceded.
I did my first tank. I do a fish in cycle. Everything else is a media transfer.
Yeah, well, that to me is a fish in cycle. Because you don't have to wait 6 months to
Yeah.
3 months or 2 months to put a fish in. You throw a little seeded bacteria in there.
I cycled a tank with a discus once. I had to. I got a discus. I had to set the tank up, and I cycled it with the discus. But it's possible. It's easy to do. You just got to keep up on your water changes. You keep the water
that's
flowing.
it. Well, there's some that actually say don't do water changes during your cycling, which boggles my mind too. It's
Yeah, they're
I can't
retarded.
wait. You think
Well,
I'm
for
gonna
the
buy a
fish
tank?
cycle, it makes sense, but
Hey, guys,
I've
look,
never done.
This
a
is my
fishless
fish
cycle.
tank. I've had it for 6 months. What's in it?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. Plastic fish. I can't do that. I'm too. Even the fact now that I make YouTube videos, it drives me crazy. That back in the day, you could grab it, 20-gallon, and I would just come home and boom, set it up, pour the wood, get it. Now you got to video it, so everything takes so much longer, and even that drives me crazy.
I actually when I restarted in 2019, I actually did it wrong. I bought the fish
You did
at the
what?
same time. I did it wrong.
Say it again. I want to hear that. I want somebody get this on tape. Somebody record this. Say it
Well,
one more time.
quote unquote wrong.
Okay.
I got the fish at the same place at the same time I got the tanks. So I didn't even have a tank set up that was heated, at all.
It's possible.
I
It's
literally
possible.
came home, set the tank on the stand, water in the tank, heater in. Okay, you put the bag in. Water's getting. That's how I set up the first tank.
Dude, you can do it.
I think
mean,
that's how
there's no
a
reason.
lot of people do it because you don't know any better. Like you don't know what you don't know yet, right?
Well, no,
Like,
I
I can
no,
see how
I see.
it'd be easy to still get a goldfish in a bowl.
I have 20 years
Oh,
experience. I left and then came back to fish. It's
Look.
easy to do. You just
You-
gotta watch your water. You do, water change every other day.
It depends how many fish you're putting in there too.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
you don't throw 30 of them in right off the bat. You throw 3 fish in there in a decent sized tank, and you do your water changes. You have preceded fill. You're good to go. I mean, I wouldn't throw in a $300 delicate, Mandarin goby and be like, hey, but
I started the first 29 gallon with 3 angelfish.
See, I told you I'm scared of those.
Oh, it's a staple
Nice.
for me.
See, I got to try some. I want to get some from Carlos at
How do you get nitrates? You need ammonia to start it. Ammonia to nitrite to nitrate. Can't get nitrates without ammonia and nitrates.
And then
You
once
have to have it.
even if you do your fishless cycle, once you throw that bioloader of the fish in, it's still got to compensate for that. You're still gonna have to do your water changes. You're still gonna have to keep an eye on the tank, because you just add it to the bioload. It's same with any time. Anyone here have a fish with little man complex? Yeah, this one right here. This
My toy
big
angelfish. He thinks he's a real angelfish. He's not.
Okay. Vinny, the Facebook group for Haka Pufferfish Keepers is a brutal one. Oh, I think I'm a member of that group because I have my Bahaka
Sounds like
Puffer
somebody
on the other
ate you.
side. They yell at me. They yell at me all the time. The worst thing I did was one of my, I think it was my 16th video. I did the OFR video, and I put it on Facebook, and wow, that just toughened me up real quick. After that beating I took, I just nothing anybody says anymore bothers me. It's like whatever, good for you, because they just came like they didn't watch the video. They just looked at it and said it said exposed, but I was exposing good things. But they didn't bother to pay attention to that. They started going after what I look like, how I talk. So whatever. It's good for them.
Oh wow.
Oh, I did.
Some of the worst groups are the beta groups.
Facebook is intimidating.
It really is.
Beta groups are like all the people that would have followed like the Hail Bop, drink the Kool-Aid shit.
The beta group, but they do have at one point they do have a point. The way the betas are treated in those little, like, I went into the dollar store the other day. They had 3 of them on the counter. They were in shot glasses, basically. It's like, and of course I took one home. Which they say, well, what do you do? Do you just leave the fish? I mean, what do we do? Do we buy the fish and give them a good home? But then that kind of influences them to buy more fish because they got bought. Or do we just leave them there staring at each other? And they're Siamese fighting fish is what we used to call them. And they're staring at each other all day, all stressed out because they're just all clumped together. It's like terrible. Ricky, yes, exactly. Ricky, you've been around for a long time, brother.
It's the way of things. It's always been done that way.
They do have the new rack systems coming out. I've seen like the one at Aquarium Co-op where they have each one has their own 5-gallon and they have their own filtration, and it's not the little prisoner of war camp that they have now where it's just stuck. And all they do is
prisoner of war camp.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love how he's so colorful on explaining things just to get us. I love that.
Well, they are. I look at them. I feel bad for them. You kind of, when you walk into a PetSmart or something because you need to get a filter or something, and you look and you see them, you kind of turn your head like, oh, God, I hope they don't see me because now I'm going to feel bad. What am I going to walk out with, like the guys that walk out, I'm going to buy every betta in the store. Yeah, I've seen your videos, and I noticed I never see the bettas again after that one video.
Yeah, no shit. They're all dead.
Where'd they go? I love when they do that. I love when YouTubers, like, look, if a fish
His
dies,
Oscar's really fat, though.
just tell everybody, my fish died. You don't have to go to the store and freaking buy another one and duplicate it. Like, hey, we know it's not the same fish, you dummy. Kenny to Kenya. I love that. You're as creative with names as I am. My axolotl's name is Oxy. Not for OxyContin, but that would be a good one. Oh, God. There's something in private chat that scares me. Okay. No problem. Oh, my God. I hear my dog upstairs. Whatever my kids are doing.
That's it. Roll up the newspaper.
God. For this dog, he would just bite the newspaper.
Oh, who said it was for the dog?
Oh, the kids. Trust me, I'm afraid they might shank me. I might get shanked in my own house.
See, that's why they stopped making phone books.
Phone books are good protection. You strap a couple of those around you, you can take a 22. You know.
We used to beat each other with phone books.
We didn't do. We used to do the. Hey, we used to do. You put the newspaper on your leg, and you take a staple gun, and or like pages out of the phone book, and you boom shoot the staple gun, and then you just keep removing pieces of paper, and then either you or your buddy or three of you, whatever, whoever could go the longest would win. Yeah, we were stupid back then. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Ricky, why?
We never did stuff to each other. We would like shoot each other with BB guns, but we would never like shoot each other or ourselves. We would never do we would do it the opposite. We would pick how thick it is and then staple it to our buddy. We wouldn't be doing it to ourselves. That's just stupid.
Yeah. Well, I guess we started drinking earlier back then.
Played that all wrong.
Mm. Oh, then there was the other one where you put your arm next to the other guy's arm. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to log us in because I think my fucking earphone's dying. You'd put your arms together like this, you and your friend, and somebody would drop a cigarette in between. And the first guy to move was a pussy. I support Petco's when they have the $1 per gallon tank sales. Exactly. Those are pretty good, but they change it now, though. I think it's 50% off, and then I don't think they do that anymore.
No, $1 per gallon on the 10, 20 long, 20 high, and 29.
I wish they would do it for the big tanks.
The like bigger tanks are like 20% off or 50% off or whatever.
I wish they would do a. Hold on. You guys just keep on talking. I just finished the Zebra Akara tank. Ooh, that sounds nice. I gotta check that out. Me and my brothers used to hit each other in the head with the phone book. Aqua Balls, you have so many tanks and you have 4 more to set up. I'm kind of jealous. I wish I had a tank to set up right now. I have a friend that wants to give me a 20 tall, and I'm definitely thinking about it. Oh, look, another guest.
I hate 20 highs. Give me a 20 long.
No, 20 longs are. How you doing, Adele?
Hi, Vinny. I'm good. How are you?
How you doing? I like the 33 long.
Yeah.
Those you don't see those a lot of. I like those.
I want to buy 4 of them. I got 4 55s.
Why do 33s have the same footprint as
a 55?
Yeah.
I got 4 55s, but the 55 on the bottom part of the rack is just too big. So I want to move the 2 bottom tanks onto a top, to make 2 more stands, and then do a 33 in the bottom of each rack.
You might be able to get a 40 breeder under there too.
Well, yeah, there's 2 tanks. It's one's a 30 some odd and one's a 40 some odd, but they're just the 30 some odd is the short one, the 40 some odd is the medium one. Then you got the 55, then you got the 65, which is taller than the 55. But they're all the same footprint.
My 65 is different. It's not as
I should say the
more
old
square.
65.
yeah,
The
I got
old
a
65 is
for
a
20
55 but
bucks.
taller.
Yeah, the 20 longs are probably, other than I like the 55s too, because of that big friggin' window.
I like, honestly, if I'm doing a 20 long, I'd rather do a 29.
You'd rather do a what?
A 29
29.
is the same footprint as a 20 long.
Yeah, just taller.
Yeah.
I do like that low look though. It depends on what you're putting in it. Like I have my moon crabs in a 20 long, and I have my leopard gecko in a 20 long. So I like them for that because they don't need, all that giant space up above them. I don't know. The problem with a lot of that is my fish tanks end up being 1 or 2 fish in the tank because at the end, like I like this tank has 2 fish in it because it's got
See,
this.
honestly, I don't think you should put reptiles in fish tanks. It's a waste.
No.
Why?
Get
what?
Get the reptile version of the tank with the screen top that opens
Yeah,
up.
the Reptarium. Yeah.
Doesn't keep the humidity in as much. You lose that humidity. I found with what I do is I take the 20 long and I have it work. I have an aluminum sheet that has millions of holes punched in it. I use that as the top. And I managed to, without any kind of like them stupid heating pads that you stick to it that's going to burn your house down or any of that, it keeps a nice humidity in there with the glass. And they also can't climb up it to try to get out. I really do like the glass for that because it keeps the humidity in.
Well, no, it is a glass tank. It's just the top is screen.
Yeah, I got a 20 long and I make my own tops. It's basically aluminum with 1/4-inch holes punched every, looks like Swiss cheese. So I use those, and you can sit the light right on top of it because it's aluminum. The heat lamp and all that because it dissipates the heat. It's not like steel; it doesn't rust, doesn't do anything. Yeah, no, I like the glass and the glass bottom too because you definitely want to keep that humidity up, especially in the basement. I do want to buy 10 more 20 highs. Dude, your fish room is awesome. It really is. His fish room, he showed us.
George?
Oh, he's got room. Trust
Well,
me,
he doesn't. He puts tanks on the edges. He views the 20 long, the 20 high from the 12-inch side.
Yeah.
I'm talking with a guy right now. He wants 3 racks, three levels, and he wants 5 20 longs going that way. The not long ways going deep.
But end to end, not side to side.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to get that, and I definitely want to. I'm trying to talk to him. I want to build it for him. He's from. I put it in the Connecticut group, and he hooked me up. I want to see if he wants me to because I'll build it out of aluminum. That thing will never powder coat it. That thing will never rust. Just take all that weight, and it's not as heavy as steel, and it's not wood where it's gonna warp over time or any of that. Plus, I can put all the outlets in on the back for them and all that stuff. So hopefully, because I want to start building stands or something like that.
That'd be cool.
Ricky needs lids. You know what works good for those lids? That corrugated greenhouse plastic. You can buy this stuff by the sheet at Home Depot.
It is. Shit, I can't think of the name of it right now.
Neither can I. But it's that corrugated greenhouse shit. That's what it is. That's what the name of it is. You go right into Home Depot.
It's Corflute. It's clear Corflute.
There you go. That works good because it doesn't warp like plastic does.
Well, it's a bit stronger than like some things.
All right.
It's good.
I agree. No, it's because it's cheap too, and it's corrugated, so you don't get that.
My ex did a whole like addition onto the side of his house out of core flute and like scrap wood and stuff. Like we made an outdoor like hangout room on the side of the house out of core flute, and yeah, so it works and it's good. Like does the job.
Palmer Aquatics loves that greenhouse shit. And Patty says they use that for rabbits and guinea pigs too. Hey, look, this hobby is expensive. Let's be honest, it's expensive. So anywhere you can save money, like I got a lot of DIY stuff. I got the above tanks. I built the Knoll enclosure, my little betta tank I built, above the tank sump I built, and nowadays when the LEDs go out, I just put in LEDs from work. I got a whole bunch laying all over the place. I got thousands and thousands of LEDs. I just put my own in. I'm not going out and buying any more stuff. The one thing that bothers me the most about this hobby is can they not come up with a friggin' suction cup that works? Right. What's wrong with every suction cup? Eventually, it's just gonna
it erodes and breaks.
Oh, okay, my battery is low. It's 3 hours and 45 minutes in. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to hear anybody soon. So we're gonna.
The lights are gonna go dim.
At least it didn't reboot this time like it did last time. Yeah. It has to be strong enough to hold the cats. I kind of think it is strong enough. Erosion and frictions, if you believe in that. I do believe in erosion.
If you're really worried about it holding the cats because they lay on top, you can get like center brace pieces and use that underneath the core flute. Like,
or you can hook up 2 electrical wires to a car battery.
I was just going to say electrify it.
Yeah. And then you'll see, they go up there once, that'll be it.
Yeah.
It'll learn. Unless they're into it. Imagine that, the cat starts laying up there playing with his cat nipples. Oh, this is great.
What smells like chicken? Oh, that just woke me up on the electric again.
Hey, we won't use...
Oh, that's easy.
You know, Ricky got a kinky cat. He's ready to go.
You hear in the background.
Oh my god.
I do believe in erosion and I do believe in friction. But I don't think the Grand Canyon was built over millions and millions of years of erosion. I think it happened during a great flood or a big flood. I think it happened like quick.
So you think it was like a one-time thing?
No, there's still a little trickling river going through there, but I think the major like okay, after Mount St. Helens happened, basically overnight, if you go look at it, you can see the videos of how basically a mini Grand Canyon was made after the waters overflowed. After the it was just a joke. It's no joke. It's all right. What are you sorry? There's no sorry in Vinny's streams.
Yeah, there's no sorry in the stream.
No. So I meant to say it, and F you if you don't like it. There's no sorry here. Right?
There's
just
no
like
sorry,
there's no crying in
only
baseball. Yeah, that's it. We're all grown-ups here, except for the kid that was on before. Jesus. Anyway. All right, how's everybody's weekend going? How's your weekend going, Adele?
Good now. I went to the
Good now.
gym. Fucking came home. I've done some laundry. Went and saw my neighbor. Now I'm home. I can think about what I'm going to eat for dinner. Because now I have to eat like 2,000 calories.
Ooh, I got an idea. How about food?
Yeah. I mean, that helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to go digging through my freezer or something. See what I can find. Feel bad for the kid. He needs some vengeance.
He does. He should wait till his brother's asleep and then just go in there and start wailing on him. That's what I would do. I seen his brother. He's nothing to be worried about.
Shaving cream and warm water.
What?
No.
Shaving cream and a bowl of warm water.
Is that for dinner
and a feather.
for the kid?
No, get him twice. Get shaving cream on his face with the feather, and hand in the warm water and make him piss himself.
And then cling
No.
wrap over the doorway so he fucking face
Oh
plants
yeah.
on the way
No,
out.
no, clear packing tape.
No, you wait till he's sleeping, and you just start punching the living fuck out of his face. That's what you do.
That's no
Forget
fun.
all that technical stuff.
A punch only lasts for a little bit. A piss in a bed, that's forever.
Wait till he opens the door and Nerf gun.
Depends on the punch. Sometimes you can punch the aggressiveness
I
right out
wonder.
of a person.
Can
You
you
know,
like
you'll see.
Nerf gun like the ammo? I wonder. God,
What am
that
I
is-
drinking? All right, now I've moved on because I ran out of iced tea. I drank two
Oh.
brisk iced teas with vodka. I am finishing a Smirnoff Ice, and I do have to wrap this up. But look, we're almost going on 4 hours. I didn't go too far off the beaten path. I mean, we all live on the same world. We all had opinions. That's good. That's good. I never had the warm water trick work. I never did that
yeah,
either.
it
I did one
depends.
time. I did do the shaving cream on the hand and then tickle the nose thing to some guy once, and it worked. So I was happy about that.
Makes you feel
I
accomplished.
Yeah.
I once put
Casual
makeup on
aquatics.
my ex after he passed out one night. I sat there and put makeup on my ex's face. Eyeshadow and all.
He secretly loved it. Once you washed it off, you tried to go home and replicate it.
No, I lived with him. It was so bad. I had to sleep on the couch for a week. Worth
Yeah,
it.
that further amplifies my point.
It was so worth it.
Hey, before I say anything really stupid about that comment, all right, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you everybody for being here. I hope you had a good time.
Bye, everyone. Thanks, Vinny.
Have fun.
All right, yeah, we'll just do that because my battery just said battery low again in my ears. Thank you everybody for coming. I'll see you next time. Here we go.